各位亲爱的网友朋友，大家新年好！
Hello everyone, wishing all a happy new year.
祝大家新年快乐，
Wishing all a very happy
万
new
事如
year.
意，
To have all
长命
auspiciousness,
百岁，
longevity,
发大财，转好
and to have
运，
great fortune,
事事吉祥如意。
abundance, and to
哎，
have
新的一年
success.
到了哈，我们
all
都
around.
非常开心呐。
This is the new year. We are all very happy. Are both of you happy too?
新年快乐，法体
Wishing
安
Master
康，
a
弘
very
法
good
顺
happy
利，
new
法
year,
轮常
to
转，
have good
永
health,
驻世界。
好，
and
谢谢。
to have
也祝我
success
们所有
in
的网友朋
spreading
友
the
们，祝
Dharma.
小朋友们聪明智慧，祝老
Wishing
人
all,
家
especially
寿体
the
南
young
山，
one, to
祝
be
所有的网友们
smart,
健健康康、快
and
快
for
乐乐、
the
团团圆
older
圆、
one
平平安
to
安，
have
诸事大
longevity,
吉，万
to
事
have
如
all
意。
真好
auspiciousness,
哈，
也祝
and
菩
great
提事业
fortune.
红红火火，事业有大成就，我们能遍地整个世界。
And we
跟
also
在师
hope
父的
that
脚步，
Bodhi
能普度
meditation
更多众
will
生。
be able to
太
spread the
好了，
Dharma
太好了。
to all parts of the world,
你说到这儿
and
呢，
more
正
beings
好
will be
哈，咱们
saved.
收到了加拿大
This
三
is
级
a
政
great
府
news.
给咱们来的新年贺信哈。
We have a
哎，
congratulation
决定说一说。
letters from
我们呢，
the
在
Vancouver
这个新
government.
春佳节到来之际呢
During，this
收到了
period,
加拿
we
大
received
总理特鲁多先
the
生，
Prime
还有
Minister,
我们温哥华禅堂所在地的碧溪省的省长
as well
达利
as
先生，
the
还有
Premier
我们禅
David
堂所在地
from
的
the
烈士
British
文士的
Columbia,
市长马保定先生，给我们菩提禅
and
修机
also
构给师
Malcolm,
傅写
the
的新
mayor
春贺信。
of City
都
of
是恭祝
Richmond.
师傅，恭祝我们
So
所有
from
的
the
这些
various
朋友们
government
哈，新年快乐的。
level, they have
那
sent
像这
us
个总理
the
特鲁多先生，我觉得
congratulation
写的还
letter.
很好啊，跟师傅稍微讲一下。
好，
他说这个农历新年呐，其实
And
是一
from
个
the
反思
Prime
过去、展
Minister
望未来
of
的一个好
Canada
时候。
wrote a very
那
good
兔年
letter
呢，新
too.
开始，新气
He
象
said。that
兔子
the
呢，也
year of
代表着
rabbit
长寿、和平
represents
和好运。
longevity,
那
peace, and
特
good
鲁
luck.
多先生
It
仅
also
代表加
represents
拿
a
大
new
政府
year.
和他的家
So
人
he represents
向
his
所
family
有的
and
欢
the
庆
Canada government to wish
这个新
all
春佳节
to
的朋友
celebrate
们
the
致
Lunar
以
New
最
Year
衷心的祝贺。
哦，真好哈。
his
是
most
哎，
sincere
我们也
well
祝愿
wishes,
这个加拿大总理呢，
and also
就是
wish the
事
Prime
事吉祥
Minister
如意
of Canada
收到。
身
to
体
have
健
auspiciousness,
康
to have good
哎
health.
对，您为加拿大人民操心哈，我非常感恩您哈。
I'm very
给您
thankful
最
for
高的祝
you
福。
and wishing you the
感恩师
highest
傅。
blessing.
那今天是大年初一嘛，今天的
Today is the
我
first
们
day
所
of
在
the
的地
Lunar
方
New
哈
Year,
哎呀，天气特别的好，
where we are
天
is
气
having
爽哈。
a very
对
good
对，朝霞满天呐，早上的时候。
weather,
那师傅
and
呢，就是为我们所有那些幸运的网友们哈，在佛前
And
上了
Master
头香。
has already offered the
对
first
整个的
incense
仪
for
式
all
也
our
特别的庄
successful,
严隆重，
very,
非常的
very
殊胜
honored
吉祥。
internet friends. It was a
但
very
是今天
auspicious
可能
moment.
网友们还看不到那一段小影片，
But I
因为
think not
刚
all
刚上
can
完头
watch
香
that
啊，我们的
because
工作人
we
员
have
还要
just
花一点
offered
时间
that,
啊
the
编
first
辑出来，
incense,
希
but
望
we
明
need a
天
bit of
能
time
够在直播中
to
跟大家来
actually
分享
get
这个
the
殊胜的
video
仪
out.
式。
So we hope that
咱们为
tomorrow
大
you
家
will
呢
have
上
the
了头
chance
香
to
哈
watch it.
因为技术
You'll
问
be
题的
able
话
to
可能
get the
明天
video
或者
out
后天
tomorrow.
能给大家
So
看到
yes, so
哈。
maybe probably
对，
tomorrow or the
我
day
还确实
after
我
you'll
还
be
得再
able
说
to
一下
watch
哈，
the video
还得非
of
常
me
感恩
offering
这
the
个加
first
拿大
incense.
这个
But I
碧
just
溪省
want
的
to
省
say
长哈，
again, I
还
am
有我们
very
这个
thankful
烈
to
士文士
the
的市长
mayor
哈，都
of
是老朋友了
Rain
哈。
对，
of
哎，祝愿这两位这个长者哈，
the city
两
of
位
Richmond,
我们的
as well
政
as
府官员
the
哈，
British
健
Columbia,
康长寿，
the
收到，
the
吉祥如
government from
意。
there.
收到。
And I want to
全家
wish
幸
them
福。
auspiciousness, to have
收到。
harmony in the
在这
family.
个新年之际哈，我刚才讲到上头香了，
哎，
为大
We
家
talk
上了
about
头香
offering
哈
the first incense.
就是我们的香那种感觉哈，
The
现在都觉
feelings,
得回味
even
无
till
穷哈
now,
对，是
I
哎
can
闻过
still
之后啊
feel
嘴里头有
the
那种甘
happiness.
甜的感觉。
是
And
的
after that, I have feel this really nice
对
fragrance.
那么我就给大家介绍一下，咱们一块儿介绍哈。
When we would you
就
just want to
是
introduce to
嗯
you,
沉香，
there's Agarwood.
沉香听说是四大香
It
料
is
之
one
首
of,
哈。
it is
我觉得你
actually
还是懂得挺多的，你
the
说一说看。
沉香啊，
哎，
我好像看到，就是说李时珍呢，他在《本草纲目》中
I
就说
think
哈，
I
这个
remember
沉香它的药用价值就特别
there
的
is
好
in the Chinese
它主要
traditional
是
medicines,
师
Li
傅
Shizhen, one of
指
the
导我
great
哈，我记
physician,
得
Chinese
它主要是
physician,
通窍。
he said that
通
this
窍通
Agarwood
气
has a lot of
那么
benefits.
像对心脏啊，
It's used to treat digestive systems and regulates the vital organs. It can also help to relieve pains and also help with the blood circulation.
好，我是有看到在古希腊这个
I've seen that in Greek, in the ancient Greek, it is Agarwood is also used.
还有一些比如说肺的这个疼痛，
They say that it helps with the respiratory as well.
古希腊，
是古希腊
文明
也用它。
古国哈，
对
Wow,
你看
even Greek, the ancient Greek used them too.
对胃病，
胃病，
So they talk about helping with the digestions.
肺部干
It
燥
helps. It's a kind of painkiller as well.
哎，也有这个好处，肺部
It
和肝
benefits the
哈
lung.
都有好处哈。
那还有就是这个安神助眠，
It also helps
嗯，
to
对
in
让我
terms
们的
of
心
helping
境
people to
平和
sleep
下来
better.
对，睡得很香甜，很沉稳。
对，还有呢，
还
Any
有
other
呢，就是师
benefits?
傅常给我们讲的，尤其是这几年疫情期
And
间，
also
我们都
Master
学到
keep
的
telling
最
us
重
that
要的就是辟
most
邪、
importantly,
除
it can
瘟、
ward off evils.
解毒、消炎。
对，在中国古人认为的
It's
辟邪哈，
anti-inflammatory
这
as
一
well.
切容易让人得病的这个东西，尤其是瘟疫，就现在正是叫瘟疫时期哈。
During this time when we
在
have the
这
pandemic
个世界的历史上
all
啊
around the world, if you
其
look at the
实
history
若
of
干
the world,
年之后，就是通常没有几年哈，通常10几年呢、30几年呢，就一个地区就可能会出现一些大小
usually
不同的瘟疫
different place
啊
will
和
have
不同的
different
瘟疫
types
啊
of
这是时
like a
常见到的
pandemic.
问题。
So it's quite
但是
common
这种
after
整个
every
世界
every
级
few
的
years.
统一性的瘟疫
And
呢，
usually
这
it
个
will
是
spread
比较
to the
少见
world.
一些。
But
现在
this
这
is
样的瘟
quite
疫
rare,
啊
like the one that we have, the
那么这个
COVID-19
沉
is
香
quite
呢
rare to
具
spread
有
all around
避
the
这个
world.
瘟疫的这个功效，
But
因为
Agarwood
它还
can
暗
use
含
to
着
reduce
它对于
that
杀菌、
because
消
it
炎、
can kill
解
germs.
毒啊，对，能够净化这个
It
区域的磁
cleanses
场啊。
the
这
the
个
magnetic
应
field
该
of
从
the
医学
surrounding.
乃至到玄学，他们合在一起的时候，就等于这样的一个结论。
So when spiritual
所以
science
这个
merge
沉
with
香好像
medical
自古以
science,
来
the
哈
Western
你
science,
看刚才
that's
上
the
一说了，在
conclusions
希
that
腊
they
都有
arrived at.
用是吧？在我们中国的古代，好像都是那些达官贵人、
Actually,
文
I
人
think
墨
that
客
in
特别
in
喜欢。
China, there are
我看
those
那个
that's
书
very
中
high
记
level
载，
ranking
宋
officer.
仁
They
宗
all
啊，宋
like
朝的时候，
Agarwood
这个
during
皇
the
帝还是
Song
挺仁慈
dynasties.
的哈。
Even
宋
the
仁宗
Song
他的那
emperor,
个
the Song
留
Renzong,
下来的传记
he
中都有，
in
他还
his
喝沉
writing
香水
he also mentioned about he drank
他
Agarwood
喝得起。
water.
啊，很懂哎，对
Wow,
他喝得
he
起
managed to
啊
drink it. That's very
你像
expensive.
在明朝、宋朝
During
哈
the Ming
每一
and
年
the
从国外进口或者
Ming's
让国外使
dynasty,
臣进
they
贡
always
哈，一年都是
they
要几
always
十斤
import a lot
到
of
几百斤
Agarwood.
沉香，
It can
用
be
于工
hundreds
程的
of
各种的
kilos
就
of
是
it.
熏香，
Why?
啊，就是
Because
防
they
疫
use it as a form of
除这
incense
个怪的味道啊，
to get
辟
rid of
邪
bad smell.
还有入药啊，还有熏衣服。啊
It
皇帝
also
要上
try to
朝了
cleanse,
或者皇后上朝
calms the nervous
身上
systems,
不能
expel the
带
negative
有
energies,
汗臭
and
味儿
bring
这尤其是
alertness.
夏天哈，你看那个
Because
龙
the
袍啊
incense is
他们
able
就
to
真
invoke
的
a sense
缝
of
了
strength
金
and
线镶
peace.
了珠宝，今天放到洗衣机一扔就可以了。那个东西你就是有的，你能不能放到洗衣机洗吗？
是不行啊，
你能随便让太监洗吗？不能。这龙袍哈，一
So
年只得
actually,
洗一
for
次
the clothes
那
that's
夏
worn
天呢
by
五
the
七白毛
emperor,
汗来
they
了，
only
这
wear
这个袍
once.
怎么洗
They
啊
only wash once
洗
a
得
year.
少怎么办呢？
So what happens when they
晾
don't
着
wash
通风给
frequently,
它熏
but they need to
啊，
they
对
need
这都抖了
to
抖了算
air
了
it,
一年洗一
and
次
they
啊
use the incense
不能
to
总洗
expel
啊
the negative
它受的东
energies
西太
that's
多了
attached
但是呢
to the
皇帝为了
clothes,
卫
to
衣
the
得穿上
emperor
上朝啊
robe.
是
啊，师傅你不能皇上叼根烟穿个大背心儿弄个破蒲扇上去，跟济公似的不行啊
丐帮的了。
啊，他一定有威仪。人的威仪啊，主要是靠衣帽、鞋子来把自己撑起来这个威仪。
对，
对，所以这个衣服啊，它因为特别厚重，
Because the
特
clothes
别
is
名
very
贵不好
heavy
洗，
and very
所以
expensive,
叫熏香熏。
so not
你像我
not
在看
easy
这
to
个
wash
欧洲的那些不
the
同宗教
emperor
哈，
robe. So that's
各大
why
宗教，
they
天
use
主
the
教、基督
Agarwood
教、
incense
什
to
么
help
东
to
正教
cleanse
等
it.
等的这个各大教派哈，他们
Actually,
这个长
even
老
in Europe, a lot of
今天做
the
大法会的时候
high-ranking
前面
the
都会拿个
priests,
熏香炉，
if you look
还
at
一直
them,
冒
they
着
will
浓烟
carry
的
a
呼
burner
这来回
and
铁
they
链
will
的甩，
use
还有人甩出花来，像那个九节鞭似的甩啊
they
甩
will
啊，
even
二节
use
棍似的甩啊甩啊甩的。
对，
哎，九节鞭、二
like
节
a
棍是不是就
stick
甩
to
灯笼
actually
练出
try
来的？
to
可能啊
spray some purified.
那么甩是甩什么呢？就是让这个香啊，
The smell. What are they trying to do? They are trying to ward off all the negative energy. In Tibet, like where my master lives, from one place and when he visits other temples, because he's a very high level ranking living Buddha. So you can see that the one who guard who at the start of the processions, they usually have some incense to ward off the negative energy before that. So if you look at it, even for the Western or the Chinese religion, they will have some incense. So there are 4 very common type of incense. So one of them is Agarwood, one of them is sandalwood, and there's another one type that's by the wheels. It is something from the stomach. So this is something that is actually from the body of the whales.
这就是抹香鲸的那个就是龙涎香。那这个龙呢，说这是龙吧，其实古人的一种描述就是抹香鲸未结石。但是很奇怪，当进行制作过之后哈，那如果拿出来一点儿，把它用水一稀释，
So what is amazing is that the smell is actually when you use it, although the original form it can be quite unbearable. But when you use them individually, it can really be quite nice. So we also have sandalwood. I have one of these. What I have is here. The sandalwood. It is also a very good smell.
这个香味儿，那个别说没人做得起家具哈。我是见的用老山檀雕菩萨像。
I have seen them use very old sandalwood to carve into a Buddha image. So what happens that for those that carved out the leftovers, what do? They make it into a powdery form and make it into incense. But this is very expensive. Why? Because these trees take a long time to grow.
这个经济一放开，很多人认得这个东西了，一看老树全给砍了。
Well, what happened is that now, after China opened up, people know the benefits of this.
那再就是说沉香，因为沉香呢现在分2种。
So for Agarwood, there are 2 types. One is originally from the forest, and it is after being soaked in the water for many years, it becomes as an oil. So that becomes Agarwood. So some may say that they want to farm Agarwood in order to harvest it because it's so expensive. I think in the south, there are some Taiwanese actually try to farm it. So what do? Is that they try to get the essential oil of the Agarwood and they try to sell it for medicinal benefits. They find that if you make it into perfume, it is not as expensive if you were to use it to essential oil. So what they do is they chop down these trees and they soak it in the water, and with time, it will start to have the essential oil from Agarwood. So whatever that's left, these are not rotten, the wood that's not rotten. The rest are rotten wood, so you can't use them. But because there are different locations, produce that, so they have different pricing. In Vietnam, in Kalimantan, in Singapore, in Malaysia, all have Agarwood, but have different categories. Well, because people in Southeast Asia, they know the benefits, they know how to use it. but essentially it's being used by different parts of the world.
那沉香的这个销售方式稍微好一点的，都是论克来。
So the better quality agarwood, they sell by weight, by
2
grams.
个大米粒就是1克按这个重量多少钱来卖沉香。那据我所知道呢，我见过一个
From what I
宝贝
know,
就是一个像一个尖角的一个水杯，
I've seen like
说是过去清朝宫廷的。要么就是
it's
皇
like
帝用
a
过，要么
Qing
就是隋朝后
dynasties
用
maybe
过。
used by high-ranking officers or by the
那个杯子
emperor.
他用
The
了呢
cup,
喝水。
they use that to drink
为啥呢？
Why?
药用价值嘛。
because there's
比如
medicinal
说
values of
帮助
it.
安眠，
It helps
帮助
to
对
sleep,
心脏、
help to make you
心
sleep
脑血
better.
管有特
It
别
helps
明确
with
的
the
帮助。
circulatory
这是沉
systems.
香的医疗价值刚才上一页讲到，对这个胃，
So we also shared that it is good for
其实李时珍也
the
说过，对，还有对呼吸道有好处。
it is good
还有
for
呢
the nervous
可能
systems,
对于
calm the
男
nervous
性不生
systems.
不育可能有特别
Maybe
好的
there's
帮
also
助。
some benefits because it helps
对，
the
所以呢，他
man
呢
who has
就是可
difficulties
以
to
把它直接搓成
to
粉
con-
末，
to
和其他中药混为一体，
to
成
have
为用药
babies
对不对？制成药丸来吃。
some
它也
actually
可以
use the
呢把
powder
它
to mix
搓成
into
粉之
a,
后
to make it
混为
into
其他的
a
燃料
type of
点香
medicine
烧
and
香
swallow it.
烧出这个香味儿，都
Or
能
they
避
use the
邪
powder
气呀、
to
健康
turn into
身体呀
incense.
促
And
进
it can
安神
expel
安眠呐
negative
五样医疗
energies.
作用。
It can bring
还有一种
alertness,
用途，
relieves anxiety,
对，真
as
聪
well
明
as
哈。
invoke a
佩
sense
戴
of
或者
strength
摆放在那
and
里。
peace.
你有没有听
For
说过
some,
沉香扇子？
They just want to use it as
这
a
是一个
form
大的
of
雕件，是
display.
沉香的，
太难得了。
Have you
非常
seen
那是非常宝贵
Agarwood
就放在
display
那儿
to be used as a
放在你们
display?
家这个屋里头，
If you
就对
place
你
it
们
at
家就
home,
有了刚才说的那些医疗价值和
it will
必须。
it will help to cleanse the house, to
那么如
expel
果
the
你带
negative
在身上
energies in the house.
掉了一块小沉香木头，
And if
或
you
者带了一
wear
块
with
这个
you,
珠子，沉香
or
念
you
珠，
have
那
a
对你身
bracelet
体
that's
同样
made
起
of
到类似的
Agarwood,
好处。
it will
刚
also
才
have
说过那
similar
个
medicinal value.
是这样子的哈。所以的话呢，它这个用的方法是多种多
So
样
it
的。
has multiple
还有一
purposes,
种
the
使用方
benefits.
法，我刚才说了那么多种，
泡水。
就是直接吃。
There's also one benefit is to consume it
子珍你
directly.
吃过没有？
Have you tried it,
我给
Jason?
我女儿吃过。
哦，你
I
看
think
看
my daughter
对
and I have
她有
tried
也
that.
是
My
师
daughter
傅
tried that
师
before.
傅这边请来的一个小小，它就是那随行的那样子的，
It was
那
a
它是
very
真沉
small
香
真的
piece.
沉香，对。
So it
然后
is
有一天
a
呢，那女
real
儿是那时候还
genuine
小，她说哎妈妈
Agarwood.
我肚子疼。
And
我
when she
说
has a
没事
very
没事
bad
我给你喝点水，我就
tummy
拿小刀
ache.
刮了一点儿
So
那
I
个
used a
沉香
knife
放
to
水里
carve out a
再给她
little,
喝点
add to the
水
water,
完了过一会儿
and
我
I
没
gave
理
to my
她过了
daughter to
15分
drink.
钟我问她肚子
And
还
after
疼吗？
15 minutes, I asked her,
疼
Do you still feel
就
tummy
好了
ache?
很快很
She
快
totally forgotten,
这
totally
个沉香呢，
recovered.
实际上直接拿来可以吃的。
Yes,
但是
actually,
呢，一般吃
Agarwood
不
you
起
can
而已
actually
就
eat
刮点粉，
directly,
刮点沫，
but it is
啊
too
兑成水
expensive.
来吃。
And that's why
还
you
有
don't
呢，
want to
削薄薄
consume
的
it
一片儿
directly because it's too
含在
expensive.
嘴里，
So
啊
what
含
people
在
do
像那
is
个
that
舌
they
下
take a
还
little bit
嚼算
and
了吧，你
they
多大块儿嚼呀
含？着含着，
they just
这
put
你
it
听
in
说
their
那是
mouth.
大的事儿啊，那我们是啃，好吧，啃得起吗？小的论克算钱的，比黄金还贵，就是上
It
等
is
的比
more
黄金还
expensive
贵
than
是这样的
than
哈
gold.
因为为啥贵呢？
Why is it
不是
so?
乱炒作，它真的很稀有。
Because it is
啊
very
是这样
rare.
它的医疗价值很
Agarwood
高
is very, very rare
对
and has
所以
very
呢说
high
大家呢
medicinal
用来
and
敬神
spiritual
佛
benefits.
的时候，尽量别买那种熏的脑门子疼，熏出这个脑神经来。
对，
啊，就是偏头痛。
So if you want to
流
offer
鼻血
incense, you
和
want to
恶
make
心
sure
呕
that
吐
it
拉
is
肚
of
子
high
这个
quality.
其实是并不轻的中毒，
对了，
不轻的中毒。我当年在西藏呢，他那
When I
个
was in
有人总是
Tibet,
买说那个印度香，
some
结果那个
always
印度香
buy
我们也不
some
懂啊，黑乎乎
India
的
incense.
总是他们就点来，最后有一段时间
But
我
I'm
闻不了
not
香
sure
了，
why
熏得头疼。
after we use it
它
for a
放了
period
很
of
多化
time,
学
we
香
have
料
very
嘛
bad headache
哎，让人熏
because
得
they
真受
have
不了
added some
后来一闻香
chemical
就
to the
难受
incense.
啊，就是把我熏出病来了，
熏伤了。
对，熏伤了。
对，
所以，因为你在那些敬佛或打坐，你也不能随便离开啊。
So
如果
it
点
is
1个小时，
important
你就
that
被熏
when
1个小时
you
1
do
个小时之后
meditations,
你不是
you
这
need
疼就
to
那样
offer incense,
就
and
是
the
等于
incense
轻
may
微
be
中
there
毒
for about an hour,
所以
and you keep breathing
这样
in the
长
smoke
期要闻
from
的话
low
呢，
quality
对身体伤害特别
incense,
大
you find that it's
有
actually
可能会
causing more
伤
harm
到
to your
对
body.
眼睛的
Not only that, it can affect your visions, your ability to hear, your listening ability, and some of your internal organs, including the kidney.
在道场里站了1个小时，出来之后喷血那个鼻子。
流鼻血是，我也听说了。
其实不是他神灵显灵，是他那个香给熏的。
There's some who went to attend some Buddhist rituals, and because of the incense, after they come out the low quality incense that they use, they actually have blood coming out from the nose.
现在哈，就是我呢也去
And that's because of the low quality incense.
买在街上99%都是假的。
When I try to shop for the incense, I find that it is very difficult to get high quality incense.
听到师父讲沉香这么好，还有网友说我们
Actually, some shared
卖沉香的店。
that some just shared that one of internet friends just shared that well, after hearing the good of the Agarwood, the next door actually sell the Agarwood incense.
的那个老大爷呢，他说他在云南还是苏州地区啊，有几千亩地哈，全种沉香。
One of the supplier of Taiwan, of Agarwood, he said that he has plantations of Agarwood in various parts of Asia. He shared with me that many use come to his shop to buy
他就倒1小瓶，煮了10来吨木头，说都是沉香。
to buy the essential oil, and what they do is that they use different type of wood, and they use the essential oil, the Agarwood essential oil, to cook the other rest of the wood. Well, so what happens is that for people who are not aware, they thought those are real, but actually those are fake Agarwood.
这些几乎都是煮出来的。还有的好沉香，就是
Good
你以为是熏
Agarwood.
鼻子。
If you find that, if you smell it, it has a very choking smell.
沉香呢，
Those are not real. Those are not genuine.
对。
Because the genuine Agarwood, when you smell it, it doesn't have a very strong scent. It should be very gentle and very
当然，
fragrant.
除非有一种奇迹发生。
So that's one way for you to identify whether it's genuine or fake.
鉴定一下，一鉴定的时候，你还准备好手绢擦眼泪哈，肯定会很伤感。
There may be some bodies that allows they are able to verify if they are genuine or not. But before you go there to test your Agarwood, be prepared to cry because because majority are actually fake Agarwood. Some bought in Shenzhen,
我说这是假的。
and it's a couple of more than $60,000,
6万块钱买个假的，
and showed me. And the moment I look at it, I say it's a
富贵的
fake.
样子，你以为富贵的样子就不骗人呐？
And
哎，所以
she was so sad because the boss looks quite genuine and looks very good fortune. Well, I told him, how do you know that the person is not a fake?
沉香、檀香啊，各种这些法宝哈，那真的都是货真价实。
I just want to say that for us, we use very high price to buy directly from good supplier, and we test it, and they are all genuine. And the incense itself, the Agarwood, it is produced by the best producer in
现
Taiwan.
场说有几大商户到他家去拍卖，谁家出钱多，他就卖给谁，是这样子的。我们是这样拍卖买来的。
We actually
所以它
buy
是真正的好香。
from the source,
放心的。
对，所以
the main
为了大家说
supplier
敬
for
神敬
Taiwan.
佛哈，还对
So
自己
that's
敬
why I
神
want
好
to make
一个
it
对香
clear
有
to
认
you
识
so that when you
啊
offer
第
the
二个呢
incense,
我
you
们
know
一般
that
的
it's
佛具
safe.
店卖的那个香哈，不能叫假香，应该叫做化学香。
A lot that's being sold in the market
那么
today
化学
are
香就可能
chemical
会有
incense.
伤害。
But
就
the
对身
problem
体
with
的
the
伤害
chemical
我不太
incense is
清
that
楚
it actually cause
甚至我
harm
们
to
自
our
己
body.
处理这个化学的味道，咱不知道，但是人类肯定受不了。
We definitely
关
cannot
键是
deal
神闻
with
呢还是人闻
too
呢？
much of the
人闻呢
chemical
肯定流鼻血
smell
头痛啊。
because it can even
这个
cause
是我们介
headache
绍到这儿
and
吧
cause harm to our
补充一
body.
点点哈
啊你说
我们现在慈悲音上推出一个也是新出
I
的
just
大
want
礼
to
包
just
我们
say
是
that
礼包
in
那就是
in
所有
Chibei
这些
Yin
好
there is
香的一
actually
个
a
集
good
合体啊
there is a
来
good
看一看
incense
这
gift
个是
set.
JinBodhi 禅香中的这个上品沉香
They are good
就是一尺的哈
quality
这个高的这个
good
红色蓝
quality
盒的还有
Agarwood.
这个玉品檀香啊那还有两个
There's
这个
also
金属管的
sandalwood.
是特品的沉香7寸还有玉品的
So there are
檀香
4
3.5 寸
different types
就
of
是在我们这
incense.
几年
So
呢
it
疫
is
情期间
During the pandemic, we actually have these gift sets. It is a very good value for money. These can ward off evils and help to cleanse the air. Because now is the Chinese New Year, and that's why Master has decided to give a good promotion rate. So there are not that many. The quantity is only 88 cents. And the price is USD 188. It's a very good price. During this New Year period, on the first day, let's spend about 20 minutes to sincerely chant. Because this is the auspicious period during the Lunar New Year, it is very effective, very important. It doesn't matter which zodiac sign you are born in. It doesn't matter. Chanting to ward off evils and to bring great fortune to you and your family. So let's together chant the Medicine Buddha heart mantra for 20 minutes.
제 백한제 마하백한제 런자사무 가디소하 디엔타 헝백한제 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 백한제 마하백한제 런자사무 가디소하 天他吽贝堪则贝堪则玛哈贝堪则兰扎萨摩嘎对梭哈天他吽贝堪则贝堪则玛哈贝堪则兰扎萨摩嘎对梭哈天他吽贝堪则贝堪则玛哈贝堪则兰扎萨摩嘎对梭哈天他吽贝堪则贝堪则玛哈贝堪则兰扎萨摩嘎对梭哈天他吽贝堪则贝堪则玛哈贝堪则兰扎萨摩嘎对梭哈天他吽贝堪则贝堪则玛哈贝堪则兰扎萨摩嘎对梭哈天他吽贝堪则贝堪则玛哈贝堪则兰扎萨摩嘎对梭哈天他吽贝堪则贝堪则玛哈贝堪则兰扎萨摩嘎对梭哈天他吽贝堪则贝堪则玛哈贝堪则兰扎萨摩嘎对梭哈天他吽贝堪则贝堪则玛哈贝堪则兰扎萨摩嘎对梭哈天他吽贝堪则贝堪则玛哈贝堪则兰扎萨摩嘎对梭哈天他吽贝堪则贝堪则玛哈贝堪则兰扎萨摩
地梭哈，电塔吽贝堪则，贝堪则，玛哈贝堪则，兰扎萨摩，嘎地梭哈，电塔吽贝堪则，贝堪则，玛哈贝堪则，兰扎萨摩，嘎地梭哈，电塔吽贝堪则，贝堪则，玛哈贝堪则，兰扎萨摩，嘎地梭哈，电塔吽贝堪则，贝堪则，玛哈贝堪则，兰扎萨摩，嘎地梭哈，电塔吽贝堪则，贝堪则，玛哈贝堪则，兰扎萨摩，嘎地梭哈，电塔吽贝堪则，贝堪则，玛哈贝堪则，兰扎萨摩，嘎地梭哈，电塔吽贝堪则，贝堪则，玛哈贝堪则，兰扎萨摩，嘎地梭哈，电塔吽贝堪则，贝堪则，玛哈贝堪则，兰扎萨摩，嘎地梭哈，电塔吽贝堪则，贝堪则，玛哈贝堪则，兰扎萨摩，嘎地梭哈，电塔吽贝堪则，贝堪则，玛哈贝堪则，兰扎萨摩，嘎地梭哈，电塔吽贝堪则，贝堪则，玛哈贝堪则，兰扎萨摩，嘎地梭哈，电塔吽贝堪则，贝堪则，玛哈贝堪则。 伦扎萨摩嘎对梭哈电塔吽贝堪则贝堪则玛哈贝堪则伦扎萨摩嘎对梭哈电塔吽贝堪则贝堪则玛哈贝堪则伦扎萨摩。
好了，好了，诸位，何时感恩？
Now Buddha comes together to thank Buddha, to thank
护佑 加
Bodhisattvas
持，
for their protections, for their
为大
blessings,
家消灾灭难，
to help us clear disasters and
如
calamities,
意吉祥，
granting us auspiciousness
逢凶化吉，
and ward off negative
出入平安，
events, and we are safe
心
when we
想事
travel,
成，
and our wishes comes true,
阖家幸福，
and harmony in the family,
吉祥如意，
great fortunes and
清
auspiciousness,
净自在。
purity and peace.
好了，佛菩萨会护佑大家啊，要是
Buddhas
佛
and
爱你
Bodhisattvas
要是佛
will
爱
protect
我
you. Medicine Buddhas love you, and medicines Buddha
在
love
新
me.
年之际呢，
During
有
the
很多
Lunar
网友
New
朋
Year,
友呢，
many
就是
friends
说希望让我
shared
给
that
他参考一
they
下，
like us,
就
they
是
like
他
me
的
to
一
actually
些对未来的一些打算
help them
啊。
look
那
their
我就有
futures.
要求，就是说，那你要
So I do
这个
have
照片
requirements,
哈，
and my
刚发照
requirements
片
is that you
啊
must send me
你的问
photos of
题要
you
发给我，这样我综合
so
参
that
考
I'll
之
be
后呢，
able and
给
provide
你
me
一
with some
些
background
建议
informations
和
so that
分
I'll
析
be
还有
able
看
to
法啊。
analyze based on my past
我
experience
呢
to
对
give you
于
some
命
advice.
运和相学呢，也算是一个门外汉，
I'm
只
not
学一点点皮
I'm
毛。
just an
我
amateur
知道这种
in
知识
palm
啊，
readings
也
and
非常
face
广
reading,
博深绕，
and
学的不
there's
精。
great depth in
啊
this
但是
knowledge.
呢，我也希望是说，
But my thought
有
is
些
that
问题，
I hope that if you have some questions,
其实我又想比较直白的告诉
I
你，
want to tell you more
但是
directly.
我也有所顾忌。
But I
直
do
白告
have
诉
some
你，我谁都
hesitations
希望是说，你
because
看看我，你在
everyone
那成
want to
皇
hear
后啊，
positive
你
goods.
看我明天是成了总统和大老
You may
板，
ask me whether I'll
我希
become
望
a
有一个
president
美好的未
tomorrow
来。
or a great
但
businessman.
是呢，
I hope that you have a
我
great
只能
future.
凭着我所知道的，
But I can only share with
这
you
个
what I know
大概人的命运加形象，
based on your
我只
image.
能这样说。
That's all I can share with
但
you.
是如果说我见人我就开始说你有多么多么好，
But if I
但是
start to
你
look
知道
at you
你
and I start
这
to
个相
tell
中有些
you
问题，
all the good things,
有
and
的有
if I
些不
know
吉祥，
that there's some
或者
inauspiciousness
是
or
我今年
some
有灾难，
bad
那我
signs
不告诉你，
that
我
there's
就说
some
特别好，我很
calamities
开
is
心，你多
approaching,
给我钱，这个
do
大
you
家多
want
好
me
呀，
to say good things
你
to
当
you
时受
or
伤
tell
害
you
死
the
亡碍我
truth?
什么事儿，对不对？哎，所以呢，但是我不能骗你啊，我还
But
是
I
希望
don't
实话
want
实说哈。
to tell you.
那
I
所以
want to
呢，
make
我
sure
说
that you
实
know the
话，
truth, and that's
我的
why
目的是什么呢？
the purpose for
是希
me to
望让
telling
你
you
自
the
己
truth
对自
is
己
so
有一个
that
了解，
you have a better
会
understanding
让
of
家长
yourself
对孩子有
so
个了
that
解。
you'll be able
爱
to
太
take
深，
the
总觉得
right
自己孩子
steps.
是最好的，对不对？但是你没看见孩子和别人比赛成绩和各种智力的反应，你爱他一定是最爱，
You
但
love
是
your
他的
child,
成绩不一定是最好。
but your
一定要
child
有
may
这
not
样的一个
excel
分
in
别
the
而看
studies.
待问题。
You must be able to know that.
自己
Doesn't
明明
mean
现在
that
不
every
行，
children have the
但是
same
希望是说，哎，师傅告诉我
capacities
一些
and
多好的。
abilities.
我如果看到好，我也会说；
But if
但
I
是
see
看到
some
不好
auspicious
呢，
sign,
我还会
I
告
will
诉你。
tell you. But
我
if I
这样
see
交代
some
半
not so
天
good
就是
sign,
说，希
I
望
will also tell you.
我说实话，
And I hope that by telling
但
you
是
the
你呢
truth,
不能为此而烦恼。
you must make sure that you are
无
not
所谓
troubled by what
但
I
是目的
said.
我还是希望说，
But
你将
my
来如果有问题
intentions
能够
is
得
that
以转变
if
和化
you
解。
if we really know what's going to
举例
happen
说，
in the
好
future,
比说你
what
有
is
癌
the
症，
bad things in the
你
future,
说没事
you
儿，
can
你
do
恢复
something
康
about
复，
it.
你看，等癌症一爆发，你很快就
Say, for example, I see that there's
你
sign
还不
of
如说，
cancer. Do you want me to tell you that I don't share that with you until the cancer actually exploded? Or you rather me tell you in advance that you have the risk of having cancer and you can do some actions to mediate that? Would you prefer that? Master, I think all of us know your kind thoughts and intentions. And we thank Masters to give us the opportunities to help a lot of our online friends to do their face readings so that they can have a better future to take the necessary steps to ward off calamities. So the first lucky one is Happy. Happy's mom wrote, Dear Master, my daughter Hao Hao is 14 years old and going to join examinations. She is a very smart girl, but she's a little bit hot-tempered. And as a result, the school result is not consistent. And in June this year, she's going through an examinations, not sure whether she can get to her appropriate school. We also have the intentions to let the child go overseas to study, to take universities. I'm not sure if the child has this fate. That's Hao Hao. The mom is worried because she is a little bit hot-tempered. So the mom wants to know that it's suitable for her to go overseas. It's a girl. Let me sense it. I can sense that she's a very smart girl. She has high IQ. I'm not going to be specific of the facial features. She's smart, she's knowledgeable, and she has good luck. The mom asked if the girl can go overseas to study. I think if she goes overseas, it's actually better for her. So mom quickly prepare the education fund. But I think it's important to prepare the girl. Besides the finances, because the cost is quite high and there's also living expenses. Besides the expenses, most importantly, is the English ability of this child. If the child can study in international school, because they have very strong focus on English, you must make sure that the English is good. Otherwise, when you go overseas, you have difficulties to follow the teachers when she goes overseas. So she can go to an international school to do her pre-universities. All subjects are taught in English. So this preparation is very important. Because some parents only have one child. They lack experience. They just thought that just preparing the money is good enough. But that's important for you to make sure that you prepare
如果你的
her
读
for
书成绩
the
特别
language.
高的话，国外有些学校会给你资助，
Actually, if her result is very good,
就是说你
she
等于
may
在
be
那
able
白
to
吃白
apply
读
for scholarships,
学校还
and
补
some
助
of
你
the living expenses
如果
together
成绩
with
普通一些的
tuitions will
话
be
呢
covered.
但是你这要费用你要自己出，你要准备费用之外，你的孩子要跟得上。
So there are two aspects. You must ensure that your child will be able to follow with the progress in school. So I think the parents, you don't really have to worry about the mental capacity of the girl because she is really quite smart.
问个小疑问啊，她就14岁嘛，妈妈说她有的时候这个性格有点急躁。
The mom shared that sometimes she can be quite hot-tempered.
对，我就没有发现说性格就不急躁的。
I find that many people have that.
性格根本里头一点儿都不急躁的人
I've not
几
find
乎不
anyone
能做事儿的
who is not hot-tempered because for
比较没
one,
上进心。
then if the
但是不
person
太
is
急
not
啊
very
说不高发
hot-tempered,
火这
it's
也不
extreme.
行
But to have a bit of hot-tempered is not too bad because it means that the person has motivation to work.
他一种上进心的一种
It is a sign of motivation.
但是孩子不会隐藏嘛。
But kids, they can't hide it.
妈妈真是放心了哈。
So, mom, you should be able to put your mind at ease.
我们也祝福好好得到师傅的
So
指
we
点之后
好的，好
We
的。
congratulate her to have master's blessing.
好，那师傅，我们要不要送给好好一个小
Do you
礼物啊
want to have a
给他
prize for
加
好好？
把劲，
嗯
给他今
好的
年的运气上也加把劲。
好的。好，这个特别漂亮的哈，
This is very
以南
beautiful
红为
The
主的
southern
这个
agate
项链哈，哎，让这
stone
个孩
as
子戴
the
上哈我相信
as a
会
very
给他
beautiful
会增
necklace
加
for you.
美丽哈，还
You will
增加好运
enhance
气
your
哈
beauty.
这是红的啊，红红火火哈，
是，
将来有一番成就哈。
收到。
You will have great
感恩师傅
auspiciousness.
祝福你哈
太感恩了师傅，昨天我们大年除夕的时候，我们抽了那么多奖哈。
Masters, yesterday there are so many prize giving.
是吗？
Many of our
对
internet
是特别
friends
开
are
心
so
所以今
happy.
天我看这个网友人数这么多哈。
So today I see that there are many
当然
participants.
都是听师傅的这些面向指导，跟师傅一起过
I'm
大
sure
年
many
呀
all
啊
want to
念佛
join
呀
Masters
求平
in
安
this
来的
lucky
但是
first
呢
incense
其实
offering
心中
live
也有第
read.
二个愿望，也希望能够被师傅抽到吉祥的奖
But I
品
think they too
吉祥的
want to
礼物
receive
哈
auspicious
来获得
presents
今
as
年的好
well.
运那今天我们要不要换一个方法呀？
Do you want to change
现
a
在
different
咱们听
method?
一个这个面向的一个小故事呢，我们就截屏一屏。来，给
After
网
you
友
will
抽
hear
个
a
奖
story,
好的，
we will have a screenshot.
那我也提醒我们的网友朋友们，如果你方便的话，就写一下你所在的国
If it's
家哈
convenient,
这
you
样
want to
哎师傅
locate,
我
you
们
want
彼
to
此也
put
认
your
识一下不
locations.
方便的地方就不要写啊。
But if the location is not convenient to
我
write,
们来众位
then
平
it's
台来
fine.
截一屏，
好吧，3、2、1哈。
哎，3，划起来了哈，好，3、2、1，停。哇，就是
好了
它了。
哎，对，那我就把它存下了哈。
先存下来哦，等一会儿最后再给奖品是吧？
可以，最后再给吧。
哇，那
So
太好了啊！
好的，
We
好
take
的
the
那我先
screenshots
存了哈，等
好
截屏
and
了哈
later we'll
哎
give
感
all
恩师傅
together.
嗯，
嗯，
好，师傅，那第二个来求教的是来自于新加坡的，也是一个年轻的小姑
The
娘，
second one's
全
from
柔
Singapore, Chen Ro.
18岁。
She's 18.
她呢说，今年我就在
She
今年的
shared
年底
that
我就要参加国际
This
高
year, at
中
end of the
文
year,
凭的
I'm
毕业
going
考
to
试了
do my
然后
IB
呢就
diploma
决定明
examinations.
年去上哪一个
And
大
I have to
学
decide which universities to go
那
next
我也
year.
想问师傅呢，
I'd like to ask
我在
Master,
大学和未来的
in
工
the
作中
future,
是适合
do
学
am I
习
more
从事
suitable
法律类的工
to
作呢，还
study
是适合
law
经济商业类的工
or
作呢？
finance and
我自己
economics?
是对法律更感兴趣，
Personally,
但是
I'm
我有
more
点
interested
担
in
心可
law,
能会学不好，
but I'm
因为
afraid
我的
I'm not
数
be
学
able
和
to
科
do
学的
well
成绩更
because
好
my
请师傅
mathematics and
指导
science are my better subjects.
那也请师傅看看全柔的面相，
That's Chen
还
Ro.
不错哈。
18岁的小姑娘，
She's 18.
18岁
对，
，18岁这个人的这个面部的这些骨骼哈，
哎，
就是应该90%已经长
At
成了。
18, I think your
Mm.
bone structure formations, probably
我的理解
90%
大概
has
是
been
应该
grown.
长到23、24岁，
You can grow until
你
you're
的面部的骨骼
23.
才算发育成熟。
That's when you fully developed.
所以
The
现在
bone
是她已
structures
经
fully
90%已经
developed.
可以了
So for
所
her,
以
she
她
has
的这
developed
个
about
聪明度啊、命
90%.
相啊感觉也就呈现出
So
来
the
了。
feelings is already there.
这个全柔这个孩子呢，他的聪明度是很够的。
She has very high IQ.
大脑门多大哈？
也是我们的小学霸。
而且他因为平时成绩也不错，他很自信。
Because
他很自信。
she is full of confidence because her studies is quite good.
就是但是呢，就是但是一加但是会有一些添加的东西哈。就是他的这个身体的这个生命能量会弱一点。
But her energy strength is slightly
就
weak.
是聪明度并不代表你的能量的多少。
Because your mental ability doesn't represent the energy level of your body.
强的话，就是那么第一个就是健康。那么第二
So
个
if you have both combined,
婚姻，第四
you
个
will
金钱
have health, you have
第
good
五个的话
career,
可能是
you
综
will
合
have
房
good
产
relationships,
那
and
这
you
个
will
财
have
富
good
就是综
children.
合起来，
But
如果说这
overall
两个东
would
西
good.
都很强的话呢，
If all are
这个
strong,
这各方面都会比较好。
in all aspects is better.
但是如果你的生命能量弱一点的话
But
呢，
if your energy is a bit
就
weak,
可能聪明归聪明，但是关键时候就是比如说婚姻呐，或
so
者
at
是比如说
important moments, say for
婚姻呐
example in the marriage
事业要到
or
大起
in
步
the
的时候
career,
因为命中有注定是说你是有500两黄金，
let's say you're predestined to have a certain amount of cash, a certain amount of
所以
gold.
这个命相它差异
That's
很
actually
大
quite different.
因为
Everyone will have a
有些
different
他命
level
相就是财富弱的人，他不是不努力，
For people
他
who
努力半
has
天
a
钱
little
也没有
some people may be
一会儿就
working
这
very
个
hard,
故事啊
but they don't
他
have,
有
they
了钱
can't
咣上就没
accumulate
了
enough
一有
wealth.
钱咣上就没
And
了
that's because they don't have
为
enough
什么？
energy to
就好
accumulate
像吃
that.
了很多营养，当场就拉肚子。
Why is like they may consume a lot of
这种人多了
vitamins,
去了，
but
多数人是
it's
这
being
种
passed out.
那到底为什么呢？
Why？
之后咱们再说。
We can talk about it
所
later.
以生命能量再强一点的话呢，
If you can
有很多
enhance
好
your
处
energy,
比
there
如
are a
说
lot of
婚姻
positive
事
effect.
业
You will have
爱
good
情
marriage, you
还
have
有
good
寿命
relationship,
寿命
good
的长
career,
度还有未
and
来
you'll
子
be
女
able to
等
live
等的
to ripe
都
old
有
age.
关系。
And it can direct impact your
能量强的
descendants.
人就是你的事业、婚姻、恋爱、工作什么财
For
富
those who's
都会
very
很
strong
强
in energy,
哎，就
they
是这
will
样
have success all around.
我有个例子也是
Career, in relationships, in families.
对
如果能量强的话，买房也特别顺。
And actually, Master shared that if you have good energy, you'll be very successful when you hunt for a house.
全柔哈，他的父母呢多为这个孩子多做功德。
I think for Chenro,
对，
your
会
parents
让他
should
生命
try
能量变得
to
更强
build more
那么他未
merits
来的
on her
运气和
behalf
各个方面会
so
更好
that to enhance her energy
还有呢，
level.
就是他在科目的选择上呢，我的推荐是读法律。
For her, my suggestions is for her to do law.
哦，
对对对
正，好他也是他的。
That's her interest too, Master.
因为我为什么不说你没有什么你是律师的气质？我不这么说呢。读法律，首先一个是作为叫判决者，比如
If
法
you
官
do
呐之
law,
类的哈。
in terms of
对，还
judgment,
有一种就做
you
律
make
师类
better
的，
judgment.
和法官进行辩论的哈。
So there are
对
different
对
type
但
of
是都是
lawyers.
法律工作者哈。
是
对，其实读这种法律类的还是挺好的，
It's good to study law.
因为它有它的庄严感哈，还有它的智慧，对，读法律类比较适合的。
So for her, it's suitable for
所以
her.
呢，送给她个礼物哈，
好
I have a prize for her.
这个吧，听啊，
Listen, the scarf.
哎，对，这个送给我们的小朋友哈
That's
全柔
for
哈
Chenro.
好，祝你如意吉祥。
Wishing you auspiciousness.
感恩师傅。
Thank you, Master.
师傅，我们再来抽奖截一瓶。
Let's
好
get a
好
screenshot.
很好的提议哈，
This is a good
好的
idea.
好的哈，
好，网友们可以写一下自己的国家地区啊。好嘞，
对对对，
来开始吗？
好了，开始了，开始了，
3、2、1，就是它。
嗯，对，就定了，
嗯，
就是它，截一屏，那我就存
先保留
下来了。
起来了。嗯，这个有意思啊。
好，已经定了2张了哈。
So we have 2 page already.
好的，那我们就
The
看
next
还有没
sharing.
有
Do we
要
have
看
other
的
sharing?
好，
有哈
那。下一位网友他叫健健，今年30岁。他
Next
问
is
师傅关于
Jian Jian.
他的
She's
事
30
业
years old
是一个
and
男
asking
生
about the career. Hello, Master. I'm Qian Qian. I'd like to ask about my career. I work in a Japanese company for 5 years. It's a 9-to-5 job and a very stable job. But although I get promotions, but I don't get much of a pay raise. In 2022, end of the year, my wife became pregnant, and suddenly we have the financial stress. Now, there's an opportunity to partner with my junior college friends. He's in the electrical business. He wants to employ me. I know that I'm not a very smart person, but I'm willing to work hard. In the beginning, I need to work hard and learn. But now I'm in trouble because first, my wife don't think that he's a very good person. Because 3 years ago, I lent my friend $50,000 for him to start his business. And during these years, he spent a lot of money because he's quite successful in his business. But he never talked about returning the money to me. There was once he wanted me to set up a shelf company. But my wife did not really approve. And 1 year ago, when I got married, a lot of friends come to help me because they feel that I may not be able to cope. But this specific friend, he just lives about a kilometer away from me, but he never asked if I need any help. Actually, for me, these are not very important. But my wife thinks that this friend is too selfish and full of himself. Every time when friends need any help, I would take leave to help him. But my wife said that he has never seen this friend to be very sincere towards us. He just felt that this friend may try to cheat me. My wife is very concerned about his behavior. Although I feel that my wife's analysis has its own right, but I don't want to lose this opportunity. Because right now, my pay is quite low. I hope to make more money. I just take it as a chance to learn, to gain experience. I hope Master can give me some advice whether I should go ahead to do this business with my friend. If it's not, what should I do? Thank you, Master. Let me take a picture. Take a look at his photos.
就是在很多男生来说哈，年轻的男生哈，尤其是在中国的年轻人
To a lot of guys, especially Chinese
通
men,
常是被人忽悠的吧。就是个
they are
懵的
very well
都
protected.
想创业啊
A lot of
很多
time
这
they don't
个
want to
有点
become an
成功的企业
entrepreneur.
家都是掺和大家创业哈。那其实我看待这个事情是两方面。
I look at this from
创
two
业
perspectives.
我谈不上是好是坏。
I'm not
因
sure
为
if
很多
it's
人
good
是
or bad to
不能
start
自
a
己做
business.
老板的就是你的能力、智
But
力、
some
耐力、
people,
灵活
they are
力、
not
聪
suitable
明
to
度
be their own
观
boss.
察力、思考力，
Because you
就
need
这
to
些
be
都
very
是智慧。
observant. You
如
need
果
to
不具
be
备这些
you
智慧
you
的
need to
话
have a lot
创业
to be
形
good
同于
in
撞
many
墙
factors.
形同于跳楼。
Otherwise, starting a
那
business
这
is
个
like
渐渐
committing
这小伙子
suicides.
呢，他长得还是仪表人
For
才
Xian Jian,
的
I
啊
look at his look. He's
对
actually quite good
不能
looking.
武士道似的哈。对，仪表人才哈，鼻子是鼻子，眼睛是眼睛的。但是我知道你有所谓的雄心壮志，你的雄心壮志不
I
堪
know
一
you have
击，
motivations
因为你写给我的信中
from what you
漏洞
wrote.
百出哈。第一，你在日企就是日本人投资的企业，
You actually have a lot
他
of
们的
mistakes
管
in
理
the
是井井
letters.
有条，反而
You
是你
work
学习的
in
好的地
a
方。
Japanese company. They are very organized. It's actually a good place for you to learn. Your friends, he borrowed your money, he led a better life, but when you get married,
他吃的那么好，他也不还你的
he
钱。
didn't even bother to return
所以你
you
老婆怀
the
疑他的
money.
人品，我觉得你老婆才
I
是个
think
有
your
智慧的。
wife is very smart.
对，
要听老婆的话。
You should listen to
爱
your
冒险
wife.
就是你爱冒险可以，
It's
但
good
是
that you
关键
want
是
to take risks.
是想好好的生活，
But what
还
you
是想
want?
早早地死去。
You want to die early
肯定
or you
是
want to have a
想
good
好好
life?
生活
I'm
对
sure you want to have a good
但
life,
是你
right?
冒的这个险呢，关键你已经有老婆了，
But why do you want to take the risk? You already have a wife and you have a baby coming. If you, a guy, if you really love your wife and the unborn baby, you shouldn't take such risk. If you love her, do not take the risk. Well, although the pay increment is not there, but at least you have job stability. Job stability is actually very important. Actually, Japanese company is very organized. They are very structured. So you don't have to worry about it because the Japanese company provide you with the good opportunities to nurture yourself and develop yourself. Many youngsters, what do they like? They just want to turn rich overnight. It is like robbing a bank. Instant rich. Let me tell you, if you are successful, if you rob the bank on the day 2, what happened on day 3? You'll be shot dead by the police. All this about one day you can become rich, these are nonsense. Your wife is already pregnant with your child. Well, if your child is not yours, you can choose to do something else. But if you truly love your wife and you truly love your unborn child, you shouldn't take such risk. Is that your true friends? There is no true relationships. Just think about it. On your wedding, he didn't even bother to help you. And when he owed you money, he didn't bother to pay you back when he has the money. He's more like a cheat than a true friend. So I think your wife is really wise. The one that's close can't see the truth, but the wife from a distance can see very clearly. But for him, he just wants to make more money. But the focus is wrong. You want to focus to make more money and you take more risk. That's a wrong path. To live happily is actually a type of feelings. The feelings for you to live peacefully with your wife and you have a very stable income, you have a roof over your head. That is happiness. Why do you want to take the risk? I think you lack the mental capacity because you're pursuing aimlessly. You just imagine if you quit this Japanese company, and what if your friends cheat your money? What's going to happen to you? And that's your savings. What's going to happen to your wife? And what's happened to your unborn baby? Do you want to sell your wife? You want to sell your baby? Of course not, right? But the moment you want to change that job, you will put yourself to that risk. So you cannot distinguish between a dream and greed. Actually, that's not your true friends. He didn't even bother to return the money that he owed you when you helped him to start his business. Is that considered a true friend? So my suggestion is to you is that do not take the risk, continue to stay in the Japanese company and have a stable career. I'd like to add on. I really like your wife because I think your wife is very wise. And at the beginning of the new year, she managed to pull you from taking excessive risk. And she even asked Master to advise. And I think she's a good wife. You are very lucky to find such a wife. I think your wife is very wise when she analyzes the problem. I think you should give a lot of your power, family power, the key to this, to give to your wife. That's safer. Because you cannot distinguish what is a risk and reward. You must understand based on your current situation, it is important to have stability in your life. All these dreams to be rich overnight, you can forget about that. Those are not real. The era is over.
新的时代啊
This
新
is
时
the
代
modern
其实
time,
大家要
modern
注意到
era.
啊新时代唯有打工是出路。
The best is to
创
be
业
a
非常
worker.
艰难
It is very
越
tough
到
to
这
become
个
an
大公司
entrepreneur.
大到相当程度的这个时
When
期
you reach a certain
将来你
level,
自己创一个小企业哈
you
就是
want to
今天
start
成
your
功明
business.
天随时失败
Today you may
这
be
种失败几
successful.
率特别高
Tomorrow you will
如果在
fail.
中国倒退
It's
20年
very,
30年
very,
前
very
这个
common.
还可能还
In
算是一种
China, if it's
这个
20 or
传
30
统
years
的
ago,
运营
that's
方式的
possible.
状态
That's
还
possible
能
for
持
you
续
to
几年
become an entrepreneur.
现在无
But
论在中国
today,
在新加坡
even
在
it's
美国
Taiwan,
今
even if it's
个
in
人创
China
业
or in
非
Singapore
常的艰难
or
不
other
是
parts
不
of the
能
world,
成功
it
是
is
成
very
功的人
difficult
太少
to
失败的人
start
太多了
对，它是一个
to have a
现代的
startup,
世
to
界
be successful in
但是
startup.
不失败的人就是打工族
And those
让这个冒险的行为让他老板
do
去
not
担负
fail
你
are
打
the
工你干
workers.
一个月老板给你一个月的工
Because when
资
you work
其实
every
更
month, your
省事
boss will have
更
to
幸
pay
福
you.
因为我们一般人承担不起老板的那个风险
Because most of
他们
us
一
cannot
赔
take
钱
the risk of
说昨
boss.
天还有最豪华的汽车开着
The
等
risk
他
is
一
such
赔了
that
钱之后他连
the
自行
day
车都骑不
before
起
they may be
这个
taking
你是
risks,
不知道的
and then the day
甚至成
after
为
they
劫
get
财手
nothing
都是可能
because they lose all their money.
这是我真诚的奉劝
That is my sincere advice to you.
渐渐就是你这个朋友呢，现在你不
And I
说
think
嘛
this
他
friend
这
of
个
yours,
做的也还可以，对不对？那现在都3年了，
it's
建立
already
的
3 years
信
he started his business. You should go
先
for
还了钱再
ask
考虑
him for the money back.
朋友做不做，去不去他
Whether
那儿
you can be
跟
his
这个没关
friends
系
or whether you
他
want to
借的
do
钱
anything
该还
further,
还
you should
那我
go
的建
to
议
go
如
to your
果
friend
朋友
and ask
这
for
个
the
朋友
money
还了
back.
你自己的钱你再向他再多借3万
And not only that, my advice to you is to borrow 30,000 from him
考考他的胆识
and to test
我
him.
相信你肯定借不出来什么是朋友
I'm
是你
sure
自己
I'm
衡
sure
量
that you will
不
not
要
be
以为这个
successful
店
to
就是
borrow
朋
money
友好吧
from
哎
him.
这一定要分清楚哈
感恩师傅的指导。
Thank you, Master, for
那我
Master's
还是祝
advice.
愿渐渐哈就是有个好的平安
I just
平
want
静
to
幸福的
wish you
生
to
活
have a
是的
stable
是的
and happy
他
family.
们一家3口哈，
是
今年都顺顺利利、平
对
平安安。
对对是
To be
所以我
safe
送一个
and
礼物
peace.
哈
好，
好这个牛角天珠哈但是我要
This
送
is
他
a
太太
horn
一
sheep.
个八宝灵珠啊
The
哎我觉得这
beads.
是非常
And I
智
also
慧的
want to have a prize for your
三
wife.
观很正啊。
三观很正哎
The 8
一
auspicious
颗
treasure
红色的
beads.
八宝灵珠哈
A
送给
red
太太
8
哈
auspicious
哎
treasure
祝
beads
你
for your
们
wife.
这个全家呢幸福
Wishing
吉祥
you
快乐平安
auspiciousness
收
and
到
happiness.
感恩师傅，
Thank you,
师傅，我
Master.
们再给网友来抽奖，截
抽
一瓶
奖好
嗯，
哎准备喊数哈
好嘞，
Now we're going to take another screenshot.
1截，
接下来了
接下来了
那。我就存起来了哈
哇，好的，那接下来又求教师傅的又来了。
好
这个网友呢是41岁的大全。
Now
是
we're
一位
41 years old 大
先
全
生啊他说：“师傅好，我是大
Da
全
Chen。said,
我现在
Hello,
感觉
Master.
走到
I'm
了
Da
绝
Chen.
境，
I
看不
feel
到
I'm
希
at end
望
of road.
真
I
诚
cannot
希
see
望能
hope.
够
I
得到
hope
师
that
傅的
Masters
指
can
点和
provide
加
me
持
with some
能够
guidance
全
and
家走
blessings so
出
that
困
my
境。
family will be
我原
able
来
to be
是
out
从
of
事
this.
医疗器械
I'm
行业的
actually in some
销
medical
售啊，
equipment
主要是给
business,
几
the
个固定的
sales.
医院呢
And
提供
basically
医
what
疗
I
器
do
械以及
is
售后服
I
务维
help
修
a few
等等。
hospitals
每
to
月的
do
销
some
售呢还
servicing.
算稳定。
It's quite
到了
stable, the
2017
monthly
年，由
sales.
于当地大企业的垄
But
断，我
after
们这样的小供货
2017,
商根本无
because
法
there are a
竞
lot
争，
of
所
bigger
以客流量越
organizations
来
that
越
capture
少，
the
和
market,
医院的合作
smaller
业务也
enterprise
因此而
unable
中断。
to compete, and
那我
business
以前呢
becomes
还有
less
个
and
茶庄，
less,
主要是
and the
个人爱
contract with
好，
the hospitals
销售一些
ended.
茶叶，还有红木
And
家
actually,
具。
I have
客
a
源
tea
不是很
chapel,
多，
and that's because
后
my
来又赶
personal
上了疫
interest.
情，我
I
把
sell
店铺就
some
给退
tea
了。
and some
就这
rosewood
样呢，在
furnitures.
朋友的介绍下走入了
And
投
because
资
of
行
this,
业。说
because
白
not
了，
doing
就是
well,
一
I
些
enter
传销行
investment.
业。
And the
2017
investment
年，
is
我开
direct
始投资了
marketing.
几个项目，投了
And in
10来万，
2017, I
基本都
invested
是
quite
投
a
进
lot.
去就
But
没有
basically,
什
I
么
don't
收
see
益
any
啊，就打水
returns.
漂了。投的时候规划的前景很好，但因为我
When
自
I
己也不
invest,
懂
the
那些
planning was
行业
good.
啊，
But
也没
because
有
I
怀
do not
疑，
understand understand and I do not question. I lost quite a lot of money. And after that, my friend asked me to go to some other another business. And I actually borrowed 400,000. But after that, there are some changes. And the coins, the big coins I get, they lose all the values. In 2019, the friend who asked me to invest come to me and say that he has a new blockchain type of business. So he asked me to sell my old cryptocurrency and invest in this. And I'm thinking, instead of waiting, why don't I try it? So I sold those cryptocurrency and I invest about $50,000 to $60,000. During that time, they say that these new coins will multiply in value. In 2020, there was one point in time, this currency actually increased a lot, even higher than Bitcoin. And in 2022, in February the 25th, this price went even much higher than Bitcoin. And my e-wallet investment has reached $500,000 US. But because during that time, the price is going up all the time, so nobody wants to sell the currency. And I've forgotten what masters taught us. In gold moment, try to exit the market. I was too greedy. So it's quite a lot of money because it's 500,000 USD. But in February the 25th, on that night, suddenly the value dropped by more than 50%. And since then, it continuously reduced. But during that time, I thought there's a chance for the currency to go up again. And the leader encouraged us not to sell the currency. So I didn't sell, but at that point in time, my investment value shrank significantly. In 2020, I sold one of a house. But after that, I went to buy a bigger house because I have younger kids and I have aged parents. So I want to have a multi-generation home. But during that time, I don't have a lot of source of income. So for this new house, I have to take more than $1 million of loan. I continuously do more merits, but my fortune has not been good. My investment values I lose a lot of investment values. And especially now, all my cryptocurrencies now bottomless. The value reached almost zero. Not only that, I still have my credit card bills and I still have my mortgage to pay. I can't see hope in my future. My child is still young, it's only 3 years old. So what I do is I sold my original house, but I still cannot fill this gap. So now the family of 3 is renting a house. We want to sell our new house, but because we do not have the title deeds yet, we cannot sell it. And now it's still the pandemic. So to sell the house, we need to wait till end of the year. But now the price of the real estate also dropped. So now I'm only doing a private hire. But that doesn't provide me with enough income to maintain my living expenses. I even think that maybe I do not pay my loans. But I will be blacklisted, and this will affect my child's future. Actually, both Daquan and the wife wrote to Master. We also saw the letter from the wife. The wife said, last month, which is January, Daquan and a few friends went to pray at Wutai Mountains. They hope that the new year the family will be healthy and safe. And the time the weather was negative 30 degrees, and he went to prostrate. But a few days later, a friend asked him to make another investment, and he even invested what's remaining, the 100,000 remaining. It took him only 10 over days, and these platforms collapsed as well. So I need some guidance from Master. What have we do wrong? Why is it that we keep losing money? I keep thinking about it. Are we helping my parents to pay debts? Because my dad died, before he died, he also did a lot of investment. He did a lot of failed investment, and he had to borrow a lot of money to repay his debt. And I continuously practice diligently and try to accumulate merits. But why is it that the life becomes worse? So sincerely seeking masters for advice and guidance.
哇，这网友听的都一身冷汗吧？
我已经3身冷汗了。
真的，
太险了。
对，我没听过这种区块链。
I have not heard about this.
哎呦，这个。上亿上的是美国名牌大学，学的是经济哈。来，请
上亿 you learned economics from good universities.
听了好几遍，我在网上各种自己查。
I'm not sure what exactly it is.
弄不懂哈。
对，就是特别悬。他
看样子只有咨询马斯克才行。
We need to ask Elon Musk to know it. It is like blockchain.
是不是啊？它不叫元宇宙吗？
是。
你说区块链和元宇宙谁大呀？
不知道啊，这跟大小王的关系好像不懂。
What exactly is this?
真不懂，师傅。
都不懂啊。
就是说我们就是
不是你们这个学历和智商都不懂，俺咋懂？
Well, if with your mental ability you don't even know this, what about me?
太勇敢了。
不是他能懂吗？其实他也说了，他也。
I think he's too daring to do investment in blockchain.
胆大那干脆买马斯克的产品去，那说能上火星待着去行啊。
我估计哈是嫌马斯克的那个
长得慢，
对，
长得慢。
I think he feels that Elon Musk, the currency is not making so much money, and that's why he wants to invest in this.
我们都觉得是10倍是吧？
对，
我们都觉得是天文数字
了吧？那已经非常不得了了。
对，
如果投了100万的话，就700-800万了。
但是人家大全是说，这种新币种会被打造成10000倍币。
But many people say that these bitcoins, they can grow exponentially. And because of this, a lot of people who are greedy invest in it, in this digital currency.
就是后来我也帮他算了算账哈，当时他投的那个钱5-6万的本金嘛，对不对？后来到2022年2月，
I'm just calculating.
数字钱包里的资产是50多万美金，5-6万人民币，然后变成了50多万美金，涨了多少倍？60倍吧。
His wealth expand a lot, but he didn't sell.
所以我也搞不懂啊，师傅。
那个我在3年前哈
I think 3 years ago, I read a book.
看了他那个前面10页。
I only read about 10 pages.
公司哈，叫 GE。
对。
It's a huge company. It's GE.
叫通用啊，中文叫通用哈。这里头有一个超级天才级的一个 CEO， 就是总经理。
There's a CEO.
太大了，凡是美国人家电器之中，至少有2件是GE公司生产的，至少有2件啊，是一个超大的老牌子一个大公司，大到的不得了。可能很多人还并不熟。
I think many people may not know, but GE is a huge company, MNCs.
一个 CEO 让他这个公司这么巨大的公司。有一年的这所谓的利润哈，达到了20几30%，就成为这业界神话。
很高了。
So it can.
这么多就是这个行业之中叫简直神话。
The business can grow by more than 20%. That's amazing. That's amazing already. But how is it possible to grow by 10,000?
对。这个我都不知道，我怎么思维的。
I'm not sure what's the thought process there.
要把大家弄
不是有
神经了。
这么好的东西。
There's nothing to be so good.
梦想最后
It is just a dream.
破灭了吗？
哎，
其实是没有这么好的东西
因为。我看
Actually, there can't be something that's so good.
我觉得还挺大方的，
Actually, I think that he's quite.
大方
不是他的相挺大的，
他
If you look at his personality,
是这么讲的，天庭饱满，
天
地阁
庭饱满
方圆啊
地阁方圆，
啊，天庭饱满，地阁方圆，鼻子不小，眼睛贼大啊。也就是说，这个五官怎么看起来都是一个堂堂正正男子汉，
哦，就不错，
而且还
you
带有
look at him, he's a generous guy.
啊儒雅
His look.
就
还带有
面相还可以的
还。带有这个慈悲的感觉。
And he still has some
我也相信
compassion
他
in
肯定
his
是
look
念
or
珠
some
不离口
kindness.
佛号不离口的人。
I think he's someone constantly chant.
去五台山朝拜呀，
对呀
Yes, he
冒着
even
零
went
下70
to
度30
the
多度
Utai Mountain
30多度
to
啊
prostrate
不下呀，
对呀，我说
in
的
the
是
cold.
零下30多度去礼佛，
对，
礼佛佛一下就给他赐了一次宝是吧？回来立刻就有投资机会了。
Immediately, he invests
那
after
投资
that.
来了之后，又
After
接
he
了
went
10
to
几
Mount
天
Utai, he
就
came back
宣
and
告
invest again.
这个10几万变成0了。
这一次
But then his
这一次
investment
特
lose
别
money
的
again.
是，
我觉得不是投资，在他身上印证了佛所说的哈，说一切如珠光泡影。
I think what it means is like they are just like
空不
bubbles.
离一色，色不异空，空就是色。
What
色
is
就是空
forms and what is
你
substance?
懂了吗？
Do you know what is it?
反正我总结出来就是他这一次的投资机会就是这个泡影哈，
I feel
最
that
快的一次，
this is the
10几天
fastest
10万
10over
佛
days.
说哈，
It
就是
just
我们的身体
evaporate.
包括我们看
More
见
than
的东西我们
100,000
看
just
见的名
evaporate
贵
like that.
啊，黄金的戒指，甚至贼硬的钻石哈，都是在宇宙之中的一个泡影。
Buddha says everything, including the very expensive diamonds, it is just like
他说
beautiful
所有的坚
bubble.
固都不是永恒，
It's
因为有
not
生就有灭
eternal.
知道吗？
There's no
啊
eternity
有贪
even
则
to
有
the
死
most
我不能这么
有
说
eternal
有
diamonds.
赚则有赔。
No.
啊
You must understand in all
这个何
investments,
况本
there are
身你
gains,
说
there
那
are
区
loss.
块链，区块链你说咱们啥都不懂，世界
What
上有
is
谁懂啊
blockchain? How many
所以
people
说这
really
位老大哥
understand
应该
blockchain and
懂吧他不
cryptocurrency?
懂怎么会把钱弄塞
If
在
you
那
do
里呢
not
他不懂这
understand
里
the
头你
products,
你
why
有
do
这种
you
人
invest in it?
对，咱们给他这个捋一捋哈，他一开始
Let's
是
try to
靠谱
think
的
about
他是
it.
做这个医疗器械行
He is
业
actually in medical
医
equipment
疗器械
business.
行业呢，他应该是懂的嘛哈。
Actually, he
这个
must know
行
some equipment because that is his forte.
对，就但是呢，他突然就跳到区块链了。
But suddenly,
竞争不过
he
大公司嘛，就是
joined
行业不
the
一
he
定
ride on the
能够
blockchain
做
wave.
到最后哈，能够笑到最后，还是做不下去了。那你说一个不懂的行业，
So for
凭什
him,
么就能够一下子就能赚大钱？
why is it that he can join industries with very little knowledge and to be able to make money out of it?
他有人他有这种
What's the
所以说
chance?
叫梦想。
啊，
And that's why I
也有
think
一句
he's
话
a dreamer.
中国话经很多都是骗人的，是人树挪死，人挪活，人换个地方就活了。说卖医疗保险不是卖医
Well,
疗
for
设备
him,
不行的话，
he tried to do some sales for medical equipment. He was not successful, so he changed his investment, go to a different products, go to blockchain. But how do you know that you will be successful when you have zero knowledge about blockchain?
这让自己幸福中，不有一种死叫安乐死吗？是吧？在幸福与微笑之中，慢慢的就到那个世界。啊，这听起来挺伤感哈。就是，这个图片配的特别好，特别好。
It's like
每一个都是一个
euthanasia.
人的梦想，每个泡儿都是人的梦想。但是这个
So
变
it's
化
like
太
all
快了
this bubble. It bursts in
先把
seconds.
我已经弄懵了。
Actually, I'm completely
我是特别的
confused.
提议哈，
My
我特别提
suggestions.
议我已经晕了。
I
我没
can
更高
tell
的
you
智
that
商
I'm really
我
confused
我
by
和
what
很
you
多
are
的网
investing
友啊
in.
我觉得高学历有广博的见识。
I'm telling you,
替咱
a
们
lot
这
of
个
our
大权
internet
是吧
friends
替大权朋友呢
who are very
把我
educated,
啊，到底错在哪里了？
can you
他
tell
跟他太太
him
说我们到底哪错了？
what was the
是不是啊
mistake?
他要父亲报仇呢，是不是啊？哎，这个父亲也是投
投
资
资失败，
Because the dad
到
also
弄出一身病
invests
来
in
到最后离
have
开了
failed
我们
investment, and that's
完
why
了之后
become very
太
sick
太说本来
and
可
left
以
the world.
说光宗耀祖，能够使重新能够辉煌我的家业，
对
是不是啊？
The
结果
wife initially
像
thought
西炮一
that
般的
if
就
they
是10
invest
万10万
successfully,
10万就没
they will
了
be able to
啊
bring
这
glory
到
to
底
the
我们做错
family.
了什么？
But things turn the other way. But I'm confused, so I want our internet friends who are very highly educated to give us some suggestions. Look at this. 不想虚度 @gmail.com. And our online friends, if you have some suggestions, please tell us where's the mistake. Well, this person is a very kind person. He even went to Mount Utai and even prostrate in the cold in minus 30 degrees. What happens is that after he prostrate, he returned, he make another wrong investment and invested his final more than 100,000 in it and lose all the money.
还让你往坑里推呀？
对，是
这个。
其实大全网友就我相信你们夫妻都在看现在的直播。
I'm sure both of you are watching the live broadcast. I really sympathize with you. I really want to help you.
他前面这个到最后我们说的，你拜五台山回来已经是我数了数哈。 如果你写的如实的话，这已经是第4次投资了。
If you are truthful in what you wrote, after the Mount Utai, it's the 4th investment. You also say that first of all you did some marketing, multi-tier marketing investment, and you also lost some money. And if you don't understand that, do you understand blockchain? You lose as well.
第3次是这个万倍币。
Another investment is also blockchain investment, some cryptocurrency. But the investments also tanked. And you went to prostrate to Buddhas, you went to Mount Utai, you want to change your fortune, you want to have a better life. But the moment that so the 4th time is like bubble burst. It's as good as losing 10,000 a day. Well, it's so easy to make money, that's good. But this is losing your money. Well, immediately after you pray, you have the investment opportunities. It just shows you the speed of how fast money is lost in the space, in the digital space. From why so fast? It's good for us to think about it. I'd like to encourage you to write. We just want to help him. We're not trying to say bad things about him. We just want to see how we can help him. But I think finally now you'll not be able to make investment because you have no money to lend out. It will stop your investment. It will stop.
就是说，你的朋友的合伙的时候，朋友会不会来摘记你啊？我觉得还有和你，尤其是拉着你投资的朋友，你应该向他借钱。
Actually, you should borrow money from the friend who asks you to join the blockchain to see whether is he really sincere friends.
因为你真没钱了啊！但是我说到这儿，我还是没看懂。
But I still don't really quite understand how the cryptocurrency works. And let me see what advice our internet friends have. So let's remember him. Let's try to see what exactly is the problem so that we'll be able to help him. Well, at least in the future, he will not lose so much money. Because the child is only 3 years old. If you can look at it and if you understand what is a mistake, if you can provide him with some guidance, do write to us and provide and we will collate and compile and provide him with a good advice.
相信也会给一个礼物送给我们的网友的。我们要帮人呐，真是。
哎，真帮到的话哈，我给你大礼，好吧？
If you're able to help him, I'll give a grand prize for you.
感恩师傅，那电饭锅就是给饭吃啊！
对呀，
那真不一样。
We'll give you a rice cooker, but that's not all.
要理解，感恩师傅。
Thank you,
欢
Master.
迎网友哈，如果你真把他诊断差不多，一定要写信告诉我。
好，我们一起来帮大全。
我们来帮他哈。
好，
明天看结果如何。
So tomorrow we will have the solutions for
好
you.
的，
好。
好，那这个我们就是一个悬而未决的哈，等待明天，
期待下一期。
但是咱们现在也应该截一瓶吧。
是的，
But we should
截一瓶。
take
哎
a screenshot.
大全的光啊，
哎呦，好的，
截一瓶来。
大全。
来，3、2、1，截。
哎，照下来了。
嗯，
来把它存起来。
哇，这眼尖的网友都看见了哈，有没有自己？
好。
来，接下来。
好的，那下一位是一位马来西亚的网友。
Next from Malaysia
他姻缘的问题。
is asking about
这
faith,
位网友叫
relationship.
樊雅，他写：师傅好，我已经9年的空窗期了，遇不到合适
樊雅
的自己喜
Say
欢
I've
的
been
三观
alone
正
for
的
more than 9 years.
那工作
I've
也
not
不
met
太
someone that I
顺利
liked. My
接受
job is
师
also
傅
not
指
very
点
stable and not very
我是住乡
successful.
下的，有去问过
I live
神
in the
关于
village.
姻
I
缘
did
和工
ask for
作，可
deities
是都
about
没有什么
marriage
结
and
果。
work, but
关于
to
姻
no
缘呢，
positive
之前我
outcome.
有过2段。
I have
第
two
一个男生
relationships.
和我
The
同
first
年，
is a
他
guy
是
of
个
my
妈宝
same
男，
age.
他的妈妈是离婚的。
The mom
我
was a
们差不多交
divorcee.
往了2年，
We
我
were
受不了
together
他
for
妈妈
2
就和
years,
他分了。
but I couldn't stand the
那么
mom,
第二个
so
男
we
生呢，是
separated.
单亲家
The
庭，
second
母
child is
亲
from
没
a
有
single
结
family.
婚，是领养
The
他的，
mom
他比
adopted
我
him
大1
without
岁。
getting married.
交往
He's
时他
older
不
than
爱
me
说
by
话，
1 year old.
有事
When
总
we're
是忍
together,
着，
he seldom
后来
talked
受不了
much.
他，也
I
分了。
couldn't endure that, so we
之后
also
也有人追求
split.
我，可是
After that, there
我
are
都
people
不
who go
感兴
after
趣。
me,
后
but
来
I
这
too
些
was not
男生
happy.
相处不
I
舒
just feel
服，
not
我
comfortable,
觉得他们没主
or I
见，
feel that they are
或者
mommy's
都
boy.
是妈宝男。我家里呢有点
As
重
for
男
me,
轻
my
女，在
family
2009
has
年，
more
爸爸
focus
开
on
了
the
个
boys
礼
than the
店给
girls.
我和哥哥一起
In
工作。
2009,
后
my
来
dad
呢
has a
，2020
shop
年，我
and
发
gave
现
to
我
my,
哥哥
and I
偷
worked
公司
together
的
with my
钱，
brother.
可是家里的
But
人
in
都帮
2020,
着他。
I
倒
found
过
that
来
my
说，
brother
反而
steal
说
the
是我
money
偷
from the
钱了。
company, but
我就
everyone
离
at
开
home
了
helped
有
him
机
and
店，
said I was
继
the
续
one
工
that
作
steal the
到现
money.
在。上一份工作
In the end,
是
I
在
decided to
家
leave
做
the
文
shop,
职，网上
and I
面试
work
女佣
outside.
介绍给新加坡中介。那这个文职工作呢，我从2022年
I've been working in this
3 月
admin
份到
work
11月份
from March
做了8个月，
to
后来就
November
没
in
有再做了，
2022,
觉得压力
and
太
after
大
that,
了。
I
平常
stopped
老板
working
没有
because
透
of
明
high
化，
pressure.
给我的钱越来越少。
Because I find that my
要
salary
求
is
老板加
reducing.
工资，老
I
板不
tried to
加。
seek a pay
面
raise,
试
but my
时，
boss
老
didn't
板答
approve.
应给的工资也没
During
给到。
the
对
interview,
于这份
my
工作，我
boss
感到
agreed
伤
to a
心
pay,
失
but
望，
that
我
also
的健
not
康也出问
materialized.
题了。
And
祈
because of
请
that,
师
I
傅
feel
为我
sad,
指点，
and
我
my
的
health
姻
also
缘和
affected.
工作。
So I hope that Master will be able to provide
他
me
是
with
问
some
2件
guidance.
事哈，
两
So
边
she's
一个是姻
asking
缘和
two
工作。
things.
是
One is
没事儿。
relationship, another is
31
career.
岁了，
对，我看这
She's
姑
in her
娘
mid
呢，其实
30s.
长得还挺漂亮。
I look at her, she's quite
大家
pretty.
看了她照片了吧？
You look at her
挺有
picture.
人
你看你
缘的。
还长得多好啊，
挺招人
是不是啊？
喜欢的。
你看她的五官还是挺美的。
If you look at her features,
都
she
是
has
很
nice
大气
features.
哈，而且有一点肉肉哈，还长得白白净净的，其实还是招人喜欢的。但
She's
是
pretty
招人喜欢
attractive
她说她现在想嫁出去。
and adorable.
是
Is she
后来
looking
也
for a
谈过两
partner?
个，就说明
Yes
也有招来人。
也就是说，她找对象哈，找到这个男朋友绝对没问题。
She has no
这个是
problem to
能
look
找
for
到
someone to
这
look
个
for
男朋友的
suitors.
人。但是她自己也表达了，她是在挑，对不对？
But she's also
什么
say
妈宝
that she
男
is
啊
quite
妈宝男一直
picky.
在讲这个东西啊。
是
She keep talking about mommy boy.
业
嗯，
就分了。
其实呢，就是我觉得哈，先说这个情感问题吧哈，就是她的婚姻情感
Let's
问
talk
题
about marriage and
是很
relationship.
多女生不知道要找一个什么样的男
Because a
人
lot
做
of time, the girls themselves are not aware what they are looking
对
for.
不对？这是一个最要命的一个
This is
事
the
类
most important thing. They don't know what they are looking for.
那我在1年多前讲过一个金菩提家训，
I talk
是真的
about
我倡导的一种概念，
In one of my live broadcasts about a year over ago, we talk about your character. There are two types. You're either a yin or you're yang. You need to know whether you are yin or yang.
这种呢，就是阳性，就是像绵羊的羊啊，就是比较个性温柔。
Some yang, as in like a sheep or goat. In Chinese, the word means sheep or goat, the yang itself, who doesn't have a lot of thoughts or not decisive.
高高大大，肌肉健壮，外在特强壮，内心特空虚。
There are some
这
guys,
种人也有很多，看着像大灰
they
狼
may look
像
like
狮子一
a
般
wolf
内
from
心呢
outside or a lion from outside, but in their heart,
小
they
花
are
生
like
反正是
apple
脆弱极的
or
那
a
种
peanuts,
草莓
very weak, like
那么第二种
strawberry,
呢
weak
更
as
是直不起
strawberry.
腰来，含胸拔背，平常走路含胸拔背，像大猩猩似的。
The other
啊，
second category of
吃点啥就
people,
拉肚子
person, they
他们
looks
不爱
like
吃的人
gorilla.
比较多这种，就直不起腰来，挺不起胸来，
They don't even
小白
stand
脸
straight.
一看脸上挺温和的那种。
You look at their face,
这种通常就是他自己说我是
they
狼
look quite
我
gentle.
是狼，刚喊人
They
狼，
say
看
that
你朋友来说，哎，别说我在这儿凉，立刻把脸蒙起来，这种就是其实是他的内心是偏阳，绵羊的羊。
In the heart, they are more like a
那
sheep.
这个年轻的姑娘们呢，你在这个找对象的时候哈，
So young
这个不
girls,
是个
when you
性
look
别
for
问
your
题，
partner,
而是你的内心的那种。
you must first understand the
这个两个
feelings
人搭配
in
结
the
婚
heart.
哈，最容易
For
搭
two
在一起
person to be
结婚
together,
的成为结婚
for
能
them
走下
to
去
be
的
a
人
good
就
life
是
partner,
狼羊搭配。
you need a wolf
一
and
头
a sheep
狼和
combinations.
娶了一头羊在一起
So a
生活
wolf
没问题。
and a sheep
你说谁
together,
吃了谁
living
不是这个
together.
意思，是个性的一种
It is just a
夸张的一种
character,
形象式表现。
a compatibility of the
那么狼
character.
呢，平时就做主。
So
今
the
晚上
wolf
就
will make
吃
the
拉面好了
decisions.
羊
They
就
will
不敢
decide
吭
what to
声
eat.
明明爱
what
吃
to
大米
do
饭，不敢说话，哎，就是这样子，这就是一种配合。
So it's a
就
type of
他的个性
combinations.
有这么大的差别，才能相互弥补，才能凑在一起。
Because they
有人
have,
说
they are
这个
so
我不喜
different,
欢
and that's why they're
可能女生说
compatible.
我要喜欢能干的、有钱的、很能冲的、
Some
很能
says that
杀
I
的、很
want to
能
be very
吵的、很能骂
successful,
街的。
and I want some to
那
be very vocal,
这样的男人呢
articulate.
个性强不强？
If you like such
就
guy,
是狼吧？
what
不
are
光是狼
they?
还是狮子
Are
呀
they wolf or are
那
they
你女
lions?
生呢？女生呢？个性又强，
If you as a
对不对？
girl, you are
就
very
是
strong
两
character,
头狼到了
what
一起，
happens when
光
you
死
have
养
two wolves
开始
together?
争食争地位，
You will fight
对不对？你强我比
to
你
no
更火爆
end.
所以一直打，一打就一辈子。
They will
所以
fight their
很多打
entire
不了
life.
7年就离了。
And that's why
现代
after
人
7
愿意啊
years, they will
通
separate.
常结了婚3个月就想离，
Actually, now
就是这
people
样。所
after
以现
married
在
for
离
3
婚率
months,
是
they will
快
think of
很高的，
separations.
就是3年以内非离透了不可，就离了。
But for those who are wolf
但
character
是
by
狼
nature,
羊配合的人就不容易
definitely they may even think of
一
separating
弄死你
very
干
shortly
什么
after marriage.
就是以后再也别提离婚的事儿了啊！为了保命哈，听起来不好听，事实就是如此。就是你这样的一种性格的这种叫一种配合，反而婚姻能走下去，能凑合得
But
走。
if you have a sheep and a
所以
wolf
两个人都很
combination,
强，那么还
you
有
will
一
be
种
able
方
to
法是
endure the
两个羊结
relationship.
婚
So if you have the marriage between
那到
two
了晚
sheep,
饭都没人发讯息，
what happens? Nobody send
对他
message to
饿半
one
死了说
another.
你饿成什么样了？说我还能发信息，就是这样子，那完了，没这日
That's
子没
also
法过
bad.
非得不出1个月饿死一口。
After within a month, one would, because both will not make decisions,
对吧？洗澡洗俩小时，
both will be
那这个绝对不
irresponsible.
行啊。所以
That's
的
not
话
good too.
咱们就说这个叫繁养哈。
So
叫
let's talk about
繁
this
养
girl, this
你
lady.
的你那张脸哈，长
I
得那么
look
漂亮
at your
但是
face.
我看你就是一个潜伏的狼。
I can see
你
that
的
you're
个
wolf
性
by
是
nature.
非常有个性的。
You are
啊
a person
对吧
of strong
这个
character.
直言快语。
You are
啊
very
是这样的人
straightforward
所以呢，
and
你
direct.
就应该找妈宝男。
So
妈宝男
actually,
才是你最
you
佳的
need to
选
look
择
for a mommy's boy
因为他没有主见呐。
because
到时候
there
你
are
是他
no
老婆又是他
directions.
妈，
Because if you marry the guy, he will listen to, instead of listening to his mom, he'll listen to
所以
you.
你非得找个创业者，是不是？
Don't
那
look
霸王
for
似的
a
你不行
career
你那个是
entrepreneur
有个性的人，你的个性会暴
because
烈
your character is
暴烈
strong
一点
in
你根本
nature.
跟老板搭不了。
You will
老
not
板
be
发
able
奖
to
金你觉
match
得不透
with
明你还在那
an
生气呢对不对
entrepreneur.
所以你
No,
什么
a
个性
boss.
啊一看就是狼性。
If you look at your
这是第一
picture,
第二个
you are
你的
definitely
废
a
话
wolf
太多
by
就是
nature.
你那个和人接触的时候哈， 你那个叫话多语失哈，说话特别得罪人。
And secondly, you speak too
我看你
much.
那张脸，你是能说的，
You
但
can
是
talk a
可能
lot.
说些不中听的话。
But what's important, you speak
快言快语的好
language,
处是
but
容易
you're
沟通，
direct.
坏
But
处
the
是
problem is
总
that
是很
the
直白地
words are not
表露出
pleasing
自
to
己
the
的情
ears.
绪哈。
You cannot
但
naturally
有时候好话不
express
好好说，
well.
那就是你。所以你把很多妈宝男吓得拉肚子啊。
And that's why a lot of sheep are afraid of
还不
you.
行啊。所以你是要想找一个人结婚，那么
So you
这种
must
就是
think,
说
what is the
你
purpose
是
of your
狼，你要
marriage?
找羊，好吧？
If
你
you
就别
want to have
嫌他
long-term marriage,
柔
look
弱
for a
呀
sheep
妈宝
natured
啊，没有
boy.
主见呐，
It's
粗皮
okay
腰来
if
等等的这种
they are
温柔感啊
very
你就别
more
挑了，
gentle.
你就不
It's
能找
okay
英
if they are
雄，
mommy's boy.
你就不能找英雄，
But
你找了英雄，你就快成烈士。
These will ensure that you will be able to have a more lasting
结
relationship.
婚，
Do
找
not
温柔
look
的
for
男人来
wolf.
结婚。
Do
那
not
这
look
就
for
是能力。
someone that's
那
entrepreneur.
么还有一个哈年龄问题哈，你到这年
And
龄
the
你
other
别
thing
挑
is
了，你
age.
再挑
You are
真
already
是
35. Don't be too
啊
picky.
是不是啊？
Otherwise,
哎
you'll
你
be
到了
alone
真是的话
forever.
你
Once you reach your 40s,
60岁大爷你也不用挑了。
you don't even
啊
need
我
to
说
look
的
for
是实
60
话
years
啊
old one.
所以你就是女人一过了35之后，
After
你的选择
35,
的这
your
个
options
道
will
路的宽度
reduce
一下就变窄
significantly.
了，变成一条线了，知道吗？所以多大
It's
岁数你
single
都受
lined.
带7、8个孩子你也得忍着，对不对？所以这个时候你再别挑了。
So
你
my
认清
advice
自
to
己
you is
好
don't
吧
be so selective.
你这个你要不然你不知道要找什么样的人。
I need to point this to you, otherwise you have no idea what to look out
所以我
for.
的建议已经给了哈。
I've given you the
师
suggestions.
傅，
哎，这是情感哈，
情感对。
工作方面哈
还有。
And the other thing is
还有工
about
作
the
的哈
work.
你是给人打工，什么老
You
板
are
分
not
分
a
分赃
boss.
不均，不是分
You are
金
分得不明
workers.
确。孩子，你是老板啊！你做老板的时候，我还非给你解释我这个账是怎么算的。老板给奖金就给一份，
If the
你
boss
挣一
give
分
you
不给你
bonus,
你
that's
得工
good.
作呀。
You just
今天
continue
多
to
少人
work.
失业，对不对？
But even if the
哎，你
boss
要
don't
喜
give
欢干
bonus,
自
you
己
should
能干
continue
的
to
事
work
情啊
because look
你
at
去有工作
now,
做
right now, a
别跟
lot of
老
people
板
lose
去
their
对
job.
抗和较
Why
劲，
do
知
you
道吗？
fight with your
你找
boss?
给老板算那个细节账的时候，那你不想活了，你不想在那企业干了。
You don't
有
want
你
to
干啥
continue working there?
昨天我们有听到一个分享的故事嘛，就是感恩心拿回来工作的那一个，范养你可以再去回
Yesterday
看
we
一下
have
哈
about a
那个
sharing
小姑
about a
娘她去找
person
工作的时候
to look for a
面
job.
试官还提点她呀什么什么
And
的，
the
可是4个下
interviewer
来没有
also
录取她
advised
但
the
是呢，
girl.
小姑娘因为听了师傅的开
But
示，
because
说即使是这
she
样，我
didn't
也要
have
有
any
一份
offer,
感恩之心，
but the
就给
girl
人家
says that
面
I
试
need
官
to
要打
have
电话回去
gratitude.
感
I want
谢
to be
那
grateful.
面试官
So
说
he wrote
哦
an
你
email
其实
to
是
the
被录取
interviewer
的
to
立
thanks.
马他就得到了一份
And
工作。
actually,
对
she
后
got
来
a
还加
response from the
薪
interviewer.
所
Said
以你
actually,
看她的
you
工
got
作
the
是怎么
job.
来的？
And
是
after
感恩
that,
心
she
换来
got
的。
a good,
对
not only got the
所
good
以咱
job,
们
she
有
got a
感
pay
恩心
raise.
啊，有个
How did
善
she
良
get
的
that?
心，别
She
对
get
老
that
板注
because
意
of
一
her
下，反而最
gratitude.
后老板会喜
So
欢你。
that's why for you,
你
you
说
can
晋
learn
升
from
啊、
her.
留用啊、升职啊，都在后头。小公司
If
加
you
薪
have
升职提
gratitude
升特别快。
对，
And if you work
别
in a
对老
small
板对着
company,
干
it's very
啊
easy
这
to
个
get
所有
a
的网友都要记住这
to
个。
be promoted.
老板都不是傻子，人家怎么能
Boss
做成老板
are
呢？
对
very
所以他
smart
眼中
people
都
as
是心
well.
明眼亮的，在看谁
They are
是好
very
员工
clear
对
in
谁
their
是
heart. They're very clear
心
who
又
works
好的
hard,
能力又好的人，
对
who
呀
is
他会留住
capable.
这样的人的。
对，
They
你
will
像一
keep
个
these
斤斤计较
people.
的会计师一样查老板，那你
If
不
you
行
are a
的
very
肯
meticulous
定不行的。
accountant
摆正自己的
and
心
you
态
try
用
to
感
check
恩
on
的
your
心
boss
老板
and
毕
be
竟给你
calculative
了
to your
一口
boss,
饭吃呀。
that's
对
not
嗯，
good because you will
你
not
不能
have
在
a
自
good
己家里也
outcome.
有企业，所以自己家里认为你是小偷嘛，你哥把钱给偷了，全家人都冤枉你，这为什么
In
呢？
a family
其实
business,
全家人有一个好心态啊，
everyone
就是把你赶出家门出去找对象去。结果就是
everyone
全家把老
actually
板给起
your
了
brother is the one that
这
steal
不那
money,
你
but
真不知
every
道
the,
自己在
you're
干
being
啥
forced out of the
好
family
吧
business,
在工
and
作
you
之
have
中
to look for a job
你给老
outside.
板作对，你就不
You
想
must
活了，不
understand
想
that
工
in
作，对不
business
对？
you don't want to
嗯，
go
在
head
找
to
对
head
象
with
人
your
你不
boss.
是找不上男人，你长那么漂亮，
For
对不
you,
对？
you are
你
quite
找那么
pretty.
挑他这个
It
挑
is
他
not
那个。
you're not.
连
It's
你
not that
长
you're
得像
not
男的汉
capable
子
to
张
look
飞的
for
话，没把你
to look for a boyfriend. It's because you are very selective. You are too selective. So I think you should have contentment and gratitude. And when you have contentment and gratitude, your world will be different.
I
think you've understood what I shared.
再结一
给他加持
瓶，
一下，
结一瓶先，
先给他送个小礼物，
先送小礼
Maybe we
物。
can have a prize for
可
her.
以啊，
好，
可以，好，
加持他今年的运气。
我先送你
Bless
个
the
小礼
fortune
物
for the
这
year.
够大的这个
I'm going to give
这
you
个叫
a
什么牌子
fan.
Kind
Kind
That's from
电风扇
Kindblaren.
电风扇，
怎么用都好用，啊，怎么吃都甜啊，
感恩师傅，
送给你哈，
That's for
结
you.
一瓶，
结一瓶，结一
好嘞
瓶啊，，
来
好，来喊，
，3、2、1，结，好了。
结了，存起来，
好的，那师傅，我们接着往下说。
好，
有一位网友，他叫 Happy， 他问他9岁的儿子的这个
Happy is asking about the 9-year-old son.
尊敬的师傅您好，弟子想恭请师傅帮我的儿子看相，请问师傅，我儿子什么时候
Master,
能开
my
智慧
son is 9 years
儿
old
子叫 Happy，
and his
今年
name is
9岁了
Happy.
特
He
别是
recently
最近
go to
上小
primary
学这
school,
几年
but
我
he's
发
not
现
very good in
儿
his
子在学
studies.
习好像不是那块料。经常不管当下有多兴奋，只要一背书就犯困。
No matter how excited he is, every time when he starts to memorize, he will fall asleep, and he cannot focus in his
儿
studies.
子总是把无所谓的事儿看得特别重要，重要的事儿呢，
And
反而
he's
不
not
在意
good at
不
managing
仅
his
仅
work.
是学习
Not only
生
studies,
活上
his
也
life
是
is
如
like
此
that.
他
He
总是
doesn't know
分不
what's
清主
important,
次
what's
轻
not
重
important.
比如说，今天学校布置了一项美术
For example,
手工作
today
业
there's
交
an
作业
art
的期限是1周，
piece of work
但
and
是呢
need 1
明
week
天
to
有人就
complete
要
it.
考试，
And
当天
tomorrow
需
he
要
has
好
a
好地
paper
复
to
习
take. He needs to
他却一
revise
定要坚持
for his
先做
studies,
那个1
but he
周后才
insists
上交的手
to
工作业
finish his
导致
artwork.
晚上根本没有时间
And
好
as
好
a
复习
result, he
第
have
二
no
天的
time
考
to
试。
revise for the
越是时
exams
间
the
紧迫
following
着
day.
急的时候呢，他越是
And
会去认
when
真地
it's
做一些
when
无
it's
关紧要的小
urgency,
事。
there's time sense
越
of
是小
urgency.
事
He
儿
has no
越
sense of
重要，
urgency.
越
He
重要的
focus
事儿
on
别犯糊
non-important
涂。
matters.
我都快说破了嘴，他一个字儿也
I've
听
said
不进
many
去。
times,
我自
but
己
he
也
couldn't
不智
listen
慧，
in.
真是
I
没
have
有
no
找到更
wisdom.
好
I
的
do
方
not know
法
what
去引
other
导他了。
ways to guide him.
从今年1月份开始，我
In
带着
January
他
this year,
画
I
画，
guided bring
虽
him
然
to
他动
practice
作
energy
不标准，
bagua.
但走了
Although he
才
didn't work
才1
very,
周的时候呢，我
walk
就
very
发现
well, but
孩子
after a
开始
week,
往好的
we
方向
find that
有
he's
微妙的
changed for the
变化
better.
了。儿子平时对师傅非常恭敬，师
He
傅
has a
的
lot
每
of
期直
respect
播
for
他都会
Master.
看，对师傅的很多话他都
And
印象
every
深
time,
刻。
even Master
他
live
说，
broadcast,
之前有一
he
次
will
在学
watch.
校写卷子
And
的
one
时候，
time,
忽
he
然
felt
感
that
觉身
doing
体
a
有一个地
paper
方
in
很
school,
痛，
he
他就
felt
在
there's a
心里
certain
祈请
spot
师
in
傅
his
帮
body
帮
that's
他，
painful.
然后就真
In
的
his
不
heart,
痛
he
了。
asked for
那
Master's
天放学回
blessing,
来，他很
and the
兴奋地
pain
对我说这
disappeared.
件事儿。
That day, he
上一期
returned
直
home to
播，师
share
傅
this
讲
with
了袈
me.
裟书之后，
And
他
last
就
week,
马上
Master
问
talked
我要
about the
袈裟
Buddhist
书
robe,
看。
and he
这
asked
2
for
年
this
我也
Buddhist
有
robe
连
to
续地
read.
为儿子和父母做
And
功
during
德。
these 2
儿
years,
子对
I've
师傅的话深
continuously
信不
do
疑。
some
弟子恭请师傅
to
指
do
点一下
some
我儿
merits on
子，
behalf
看
of
看
my
他什
son
么时候能开
and my
窍呢？
mom.
顶礼感
Can
恩
Master
我
look
最
at my
尊
son
敬
and
的
see
师
when
傅。
will he become smart?
9岁的孩子，男孩子，
He's 9 years old
值得议
boy.
论一下哈，这个小孩呢长得还挺帅的哈，
He's
挺
quite
好
good
的
looking.
哈。从面部来看的话呢，就是他的这个智慧资质没有问题，
He
反
has
而还
enough
是
not
不像妈妈所说
wisdom.
那样子，应该他还是比一般小孩智商高的。
Actually, he's smarter than average.
就是但是呢，他这种看似在读书的过程之中这种漫不经心哈，重要的事儿当儿戏来看待的时候，我觉得有几个问题。第一个，他是功课落下了，接下来都不会做。
I think the reason why he's not focusing on his studies, because I think part of the reason is because he lack in his studies.
说
He can't do his
比如说
work.
数学题不做，
For
说
example,
先做1个礼拜
mathematics.
之后要完成手工活儿，对不对？
He needs to
因为
do
看
his
手工一
artwork.
看就会嘛，
Artwork is a lot
比较容
easier.
易啊。做
So
作
he
业这个
focused on
很简
art because that's something that's
你
easier to
先简单容
complete.
易地去做吧
So he picked
这个
something that's
适合
simpler to do it.
但是说明天就要交作业的数学题，
Say,
今天
for
不做的
example,
话
tomorrow he has to
是
work
因为他不会，
his
就是
schoolwork
不会
in
的一看就
mathematics.
一头雾水。
Because he couldn't solve the mathematics sum, he tried to avoid
所
it
以把
and leave
最
it
难的
last.
放到最后。
So the most difficult
不
one,
得
he
不
tried to leave it
如果让自
last.
己选择，我肯定不吃它。像从来没吃过辣椒的人说，一尝辣我干嘛吃你啊，对不对？
As the people who have
他
never
的功
tried
课就是
chili, they
有
will not
很
want
长
to
时
eat
间已
chili.
经拖延下来，不会做。
Because he cannot understand his schoolwork, that's why
但
he
他其
dragged.
实是个聪明的孩子，
Actually, he's
他
a
这
very
种没有
smart
压力
boy.
感，这种 颠倒的感觉呢，有些原因，一个是来自于家长。
I think part of the reason for his such behavior is because of the
妈
parents.
宝男哈，就是说，家长 带给他传递的讯息和他同学比的时候，我相信像这样的孩子是来自于家庭比较宽裕的孩子。
I think he's from a better off families.
在他心里就说，我爹妈有钱，什么都可以解决。
In his heart, he may think that my parents are rich. My parents can do anything because I'm better than my friends, better than my peers. So he has this sense of arrogance within him.
对不对？我只要一哭一闹，我妈都不敢惹我，对不对？老师呢，让我妈去应付吧，就是这样。
I'll let my mom deal with the teachers.
经济宽裕。
So he comes from a well-off family.
为什么这个世界由阴阳组成的呢？
Why is it that the world is made up of yin
没
and
有
the
钱
yang?
吧，他没法过日子，对不对？
For those who have
没
no
有钱吧
money,
孩子上不来一个
they
好的
cannot go to good
小学到
universities
中学到幼儿园
or even a good
得不到最
institutions.
最优质的教育。当有钱的孩子
But
呢，就
for
觉得
those
我
who come from well-off families,
他立刻
wealthy
就没有
families,
了读书与生活的动力，
they lose
所以才有
motivations in
很多
life.
怠惰的这个行为。
And it's very easy for them to become lazy.
这世界就是如此的矛盾。
And this is just the world, how
所
it
以家
is.
长第一个还有一个家长没有形成读书的习惯。
And I think the other part reason is because the parents do not have the habits of
比
reading.
如说你在玩电脑游戏哈，
Say you
那
are
你天
playing
天在看
computer
电视
games,
剧，我呢，
what are the
我在打
parents
游
doing?
戏。完了之后你别
If
让
the
我
parents watching
打游戏
TVs
说那我不
and
要看电
the
视剧
child
孩子
will
给你教
play
导
games, computer
他只要
games.
会说话表达的时候，他就会这样，除非你打他，他不敢说，就是这样。他有两
Because
方
they will
面
mirror the
所以
parents'
这个家长
behavior.
要如果形成一点
If the
有在
parents
读
are
书看书的
motivated
习惯
and if the parents have the
其实
habits
孩
of
子会自
reading,
动地模仿。
the kids will
当然
learn
可
and
能也改
follow.
变不了家长的这个状况
But
的
maybe
话
it's difficult to
那
change the
还有没有
habits
解
of
决
the
的方法呢？
parents. There's
还有
another method.
还有的话，有一个下策，不是最上策。下策的
It's
话
not
呢，
the
找一
best
个特
solution,
别有经验的老师，
but find a very
不需要
experienced
请一个
teacher.
老师来，只要花点重金请来，
Spend the
好好
money,
的
find a good
来对这
teacher,
个孩子哈做一个评判。
and teach the child.
做个评判之后，因为就是专业人士很厉害啊，专业做小学老师的人，对你的孩子观察几天之后，基本上就能摸到他的脉，
For the experienced teacher,
知道他的问题出
after
在哪里。
observing the child for a few
完
sessions,
了之后，老
they
师
will
再
be
给你
able
一
to
套
know the
对
problems.
治的方法。
They will be
就能把
able
孩
to
子纠正
focus
过来
on the lagging areas.
可是家长自己是做不到的。
But this is something that the parents will not be able to do
从心理学
because
到孩
teachers
子的这些经
are the
验
one who have
很短
gathered a lot of
之后再拿
knowledge
出
and
个流程
experience to
怎么
deal
样
with
补习怎么
kids.
改变哈，这是一条出路。就是
So
这
this
一
is
套
a way
方
out.
法。再接下来还有一种就是比较容易做到，并且非常有效的有一个方法，就是想方设法去找到一个好的私立学校，
Another
把孩子
way
情况实际告诉
is to
你，
go
出
to a
更多的
private
钱
school.
完了之后
Tell the school about
好
your
的私立
child's
学校的
conditions.
老师哈，你想私立学校就是私人成立的，对不对？
So what is a private school?
他要不要讲信用啊？
Do they want to have trust? Do they honor trust?
要，而且
那结果会怎么样？
What's going to
还是
happen?
教育的，就
肯定
是
得带好这个孩子。
They will take
对
care of the
对对
child.
对，不然的话，家长不干，而且私立学校确实比公立学校学费要高嘛。
Because
对吧
these
对
private
那
schools
那
are more
家长们
expensive,
也都是有
they'll be
要
able
求
to
的嘛
focus more
对
on the
收费
child
得出结果。
对
You'll be a better
对
educator
私
for
立
the
学校就是一个私
child
人企业，
是，
because
它
it
要的是
runs like a
我们
private
在社会的
organizations.
排名。
对，
对吧？你看我们，尤其是高中，你看我们有多少升大学的，还有
They
多
need to
少
maintain
100%
their
的学生
standards.
收到世界一流名校，对不对？那所以他们对于教学质量抓得非常的严。
As a result, they
Well,
focus a
well,
lot on the studies, on the
那
child
他为
studies.
什么能做到这样呢？他也是高
Why
薪
is it
聘
that
请
they're able to
很
do
好
that?
优秀的老师
Because they spend a lot of money to hire good
而且这些老师呢又很负
teachers,
责任，
是的，
哎，因
responsible
为他们工资
teachers.
也高，
又有
Because
经
they are
验
paid highly,
来修理你的孩子，当然是不是打骂哈，
是
他来
正常
补习他
的辅导，
一定要让你听懂为止。
so they want to make sure that
所以
your
好的
kids
私校
understand.
真的对孩子确实
So
是有
good
帮助
private school are definitely
你
very
像
good
美
for
国
the
加拿
kids.
大教学都很
In
有
the
名，对不
US,
对？
对，
但是我
in
们和
Canada
私校比的话，就是那些中学，不管排第1的、排第10的， 和私立学校和任何一个私立学校没法比。
对
The state school cannot compare with private school.
就是他这个学生啊，招生的时候比较严格哈。
And I think the other thing is the entrance criteria tend to be more stringent.
一些的。
对，
So they tend to select better quality
所以
students.
这个他招聘的孩子呢，通常成绩也比较偏高的。
Most of the time, the
所以你的孩
students
子
have
成
better
绩差进
grades.
不了私校。
Because if the grades are no good, they will not be able to enter private schools.
准备。
一定要
So if you
让
want to
请
go
好的补习
to
老师把
private
孩子
schools, you
功课
want to
补
make
起来
sure that
并且
you
能考
hire
私校
some
的时候
good
要有一个
tuition
优秀的
teachers
成
to
绩
make
才
sure
能
that
进
your kids will be able
这
to
样
score
相对有
well
点
to
寓
get
教
into
于乐。
private
对
schools.
对，因为这样的孩子们在一起呢，也会相互。
Part of the reason is because their peers will be more focused, will be more driven, and they will influence each
对
other.
不对？
And you will affect the child to be able to study
所以到
better.
私立学校都在被老师给抓的这个成绩哈，孩子们只谈成绩。
对，
So the people who goes to private school, they tend to focus more on academic.
师傅指导的真的挺好的。
Master's guidance is
反
very
正我
good.
只能说我知道的这个范围了哈。
I can only share with you
那
what
我
I
相
know.
信就是这个 happy 的家长呢，
I'm sure
如果你
happy
考虑一
families,
下我今天讲
the
的这个
parents,
这样的
after they
建议
listen to what I advise, they will know what to do.
我想不出别的办法了。
I can't think of any other way out.
感恩师傅。
最后一句话就是，你的孩子补起来的越早，就越受益。
And finally,
越往下拖
the
下去，
earlier
越
you
麻
start your
烦
tuitions,
到他年龄
the
越大
better
越
it's
好
for her,
哎
for your
早
child,
点
for
补起来
him,
他10来岁嘛哈，
9岁。
补起来就补起来了。
because he's still young.
年龄了。
是
哎，
是可以培养他一种新的爱读书的习惯，是可以做得到的。
You'll be
因为他
able
的
to
智
do
商没
that.
问题。
那
to let him love to
妈
study.
妈说了，说你最听师傅的话了哈。那今天的直播你也听到了。
We're happy
师傅说
your
你
mom
是个
says that
聪
you
明的
listen
孩
to
子
masters.
对，然后早一点把这个学习成绩补起来。你做
So
到
it's important for
如
now
果看你的照片
to
呢
focus on
其
your
实你那
studies.
个如果你好好读哈，未来你还能成就一番事业。
I can see that if you study well, you'll be able to achieve greatness in your
将来成为
career.
能干的孩子，
哇，太好了
就。别把这个好的这个资质给浪费了。
Do not waste
Happy 对自己
your mental ability.
希望是哈。
也希望 Happy 真正的去好好努力，不辜负师傅对你的这一片厚
So we
望
hope that happy you will work
一定
hard.
能做到。对，
You can definitely do it.
希望是。
感恩师傅。
好，那
那
我就
师傅也给 Happy 选个礼物，
You have a prize for happy?
祝福他。
我选一个八宝灵珠吧，
8 auspicious treasure beads for
就
you.
你随身带哈，
You
这
can
挂
wear
在
with you
脖子上哈，能保佑你哈。希望你学习更加精进
and
努
show
力
you
好吧
safety.
收到。
Thank you,
感恩师傅
Master.
师傅，我们再来结一瓶
好，结一
中文
瓶，
平台。
好，来数哈，
好，3、2、1，结瓶。
咔嚓，
好，结了，
好，我们先收起来哈。那接下来，
好，接下来有一位马来西亚的年轻人
Next is from
想师傅
Malaysia.
指导他的择业问题。
Is asking
说
about
师傅好
career.
我是尤暖，今
Hello,
年
Master. I'm
22
Yo
岁
Luan. I'm
目前
22
就
years
读
old
大
now.
学会计专
I'm
业
studying
即将毕业
accountancy and I'm going to
目前呢
graduate
我有些
soon.
彷徨我想
I'm a
请
bit
师傅帮
lost
我
and I
指点
need to seek
我
some
适合
guidance from
从
Master.
业会计行
Am I
业
suitable
同时
to
兼
do
职房地产
accountancy?
经纪吗？
And
还
can
是
I
更
do
适合
part-time
去
real
创
estate?
业呢？感恩师傅
Or
的指点。
is it more suitable to
这
do
位尤
to start a
暖
business?
小朋友呢，他现在在读会计，即将毕业。
So she's doing
大
accountancy
家
and
看
she'll
这
be
个尤暖的
graduating
照片
soon.
哈，还长得是很漂亮的小
If
姑
you
娘
look at her, she's quite a pretty
年
girl.
龄年轻哈，
对，
现在
22岁。
是读大学哈。
She's studying universities now
读的是
and
会
going to
计
graduate
读的
soon.
是会计。
对，我觉得这个职业非常好。
I think this is a good career
就
path.
是但是他的问题问的有点问题哈。
哦，他问是否那个适合从事会计行业，同时兼职。
She's asking whether she can do
对，你
part
看，
full-time
我
accountants,
讲一下这个两个
part-time
不同
real
类别哈
estate
我给
agent.
你补充哈。你学的是会计，
Let me ask you,
可是呢
you are learning
你想去
accountancy,
做房地产
but
销
you
售
want to do sales
它是
in
完
real
全不
estate.
同的。
These are
就是
extremely
有一种
different.
人叫做做销售的，
Some people
因为
are
他不
good
懂
to do
会计
sales.
还有一种做会计的人很少去做销售，
People who do
非常内
accountancy,
向
they do
不
not
想看人
do
的脸
sales
所以到
because
最后
it's quite a
只
conflicting
看数字
jo-
看账本
jobs.
看账本儿，他对数字特别敏感。
They are very sensitive to numbers.
但是你把他的照片再贴回来哈，
But you look at her pictures,
大家看尤暖小朋友的 脸上的表情是否挺阳光、挺快乐。
If you look at her, do you think she looks quite
这种
cheerful?
表情和会计啊不太一样。
It's different from
她是个
accountancy.
活泼的表情。
She's a very happy girl.
她喜欢能够在人前来表现自己的感
She
觉。
likes to show off herself in front of others.
就从表情能看出来，她的能量集中在脸上。
You can see that her
集中在脸
energy
上，带来
concentrate
善
on her
于与人
face.
沟通，所以她
She
是
can
销售型
communicate
人
with
才
people, so she can do
而不太
sales.
适合于做会计。
She's not so suitable
可是
to
呢
do
很矛盾的是
accountancy.
她大学正在学
But
的
what
是
the
会计
problem is that she's studying
所以
accountancy
呢我们
as her
对会计也做
university
了评
degrees.
判哈。多数的会计
Most
都不懂得
accountants,
玩笑是什么，
they do not know
不
what's
懂得
joke.
微笑是什么。
They don't even know how
多
to
数的会
smile.
计这叫小会计，叫死板的会计。
These are very,
你讲个笑话，他半天反
you
应不过
tell
来。
them a joke,
啊
they cannot laugh.
还但是我
They
见
don't
过
get
一种
it.
特别高级的会计师，
But I've seen some very
没
high
有
level
脑，像
accountants.
电脑一样。
Their brains
哎
like
不管
computers.
开玩笑、讲笑话，他也一套一套的。
They are able
比
to
闯
joke
江湖
and
的人还能
everything.
开玩笑，那种大会计师。
Those are
因为他
big
大脑智力太
accountants
强
because
除了
their
算
mental
账把你算到
capacity
家
is
之
very
外哈
big.
还有呢，他的这个社会的综合能力，
对
那种
社
情
交
商的
啊
反应能力，
They have very high
是
EQs
会
and
计
ability
唱
to
歌
merge
卡拉
in
，OK，样样精
with
通，
different
那
levels
种
of the
就是超聪
society.
明的大会计师。
They are very smart
是吧？
accountants.
一般小会计师光数字把
But
它
if you are
类
small
比太清
accountants,
清
you
楚
just
楚
focus
的
on
什么懂
numbers.
得叫微笑和玩笑啊，说那是什么东西啊？对不对？所以大会计智商
They
太
can't
高
take
之后就变
jokes.
得很活泼。但是呢，我们这小姑娘呢，我看她也不像大会计师，
I don't think she
所
looks
以
like
呢，她一边读
uh,
着
a very
会计，
successful,
一
like
边说
a,
我能不
a
能做
big
地产销售。
accountant.
销售
That's why she asked whether she can do
所以
sales
我
on
给
the
你找个新的
sideline.
出路哈。你呢，一定要拿到会计师证，再去做地产销售。
My advice
这
to you
样
is
会比
that
别人要厉害多了。
you need to get
你要说我
accountancy
是职
degree
业会计师，
and then you can do
还做地
sales.
产销售，所以我能替你多省多少钱和税呢？
I can help you save some tax.
对，
I can help you
比
make
如说
more
做演
money.
员嘛哈，
People will like it.
台湾林
It's a
志
good
玲大家都知道
combinations.
那个大长腿大高个儿哈，
是，
哎，那个他就说他是一个什么硕士什么毕业，
好像是哎，
硕士
Like
博
Lin
士
Qiling, one
硕
of
士
the
嗯，
very
那
popular
一般演员
artists.
哪是高中都没毕业就当演员
She
的
say that she is
优秀
a
演员
she has a
在
master
没有准备
degrees.
情况下，如果有刁难的记者给他一说话，立刻就打起来，就吵架，对不对？因为脑子承受不了，你问的话知识性太强，不知道怎么回答，脑子转不过弯儿来，对不对？所以很多演员和记者之间
A lot of
打成一
artists they
团
have conflicts
Mm.
with
但是
reporters
林志玲
and
出来之后说，在
journalists.
演员界和模特
But
界
for her,
有几个是
林志玲
硕士毕业的呢？
there are very
就
few
光这一
who
条
has
加上大长
master.
腿，就成为艺术界炒作的一个话题。
That's
这
why
个
she
模特
becomes
对不
very
对
popular.
所以
他的优势，
但是他的情商特别高。
She has very
你
high
看他给人
EQ.
搭配唱戏，给那些记者聊天的时候，非常的活泼，脑筋急转弯非常快。
She's very
永远都是笑的
articulate
永远
and
是
she's
温柔地
always
在说话
smiley
是不是
and she has
所
very
以
high
在这个
EQ.
演艺界来说的话，这样的高情商的这种人才，他不出名怎么行呢？
And because she has
很容易
such high
出名。
EQ, of
所以我们
course
这
she's
小
very
姑娘呢
successful.
你呢是会计师，在监办房
For
地产
you,
有
if
几
you
个
are
卖房地产的人
accountant
是会计师出身
and
的
you are a real estate
对不对
agent,
是老板都会另眼看你。
you will be different
对不对？
than the
一
rest.
边兼职做会计，你还兼职做销售，这就更牛更棒。
So
更
you will
容易
be
成
more
功
effective.
哎，对，所以你一定要好好的把你那个会计师的这个资格证书好好考
So
下来
you must first get your
对，就拿这个就能
certificates
赢过
to be
别
an
人
accountant.
那些地产销售。
You'll be better than all
所以
other
这个
real
特别
estate
好啊
agent.
知道了哈，所以非常好，我送你个礼物。
I have a
因为
prize
你
for
在
you
马来西亚嘛，
because you're in Malaysia.
送你一个大富大贵的电饭煲
I，have a rice cooker,
是什么牌儿？
a great fortune.
电饭盘儿，哎，非常的好用啊，
It's very good.
好，感恩师
焖什
傅。
么饭都香。
真是。
师傅再截个屏，给
好
我们
截个屏
网友也
哎，师傅，这一次可
啊
能我们要到英文平台去截屏了。
哦，
英文平台
We should
哈
go to the English
英文
YouTube
平台截
channel.
个屏，
哎，
好的
平。台截屏了哈。
那你得
好
喊数哈。
好，
好，
那这个啊
好，1、2、3，截。
结了，
好了。
好，存起来。好了，结了
We。have saved the screen too.
好，那下面还有一位小网友来请教师傅啊， 还有顶礼叩拜最尊贵的师父，弟子静怡非常开心的
Next is from
分享
Jingyi.
一个好消息。
I want to share good news.
我是在2023年6月份
In 2023, in June, I'm going to
6月
graduate
份啊，就马上要毕业了。
soon.
刚好呢有个机会呢，
And
学校校内招聘，
There is
我呢成功地
opportunities
考上了
to
教师的
become
编制
a lecturers
成
in
功
a
地有了
in
一
a
份好
school.
工作，就是还没毕业呢，工作已经拿到手了。这份工作的竞争压力非常大。
This job is very
出
competitive.
面试啊，就是10比1啊，10个人挑一
So
个人。
10% go for interview,
200
only
一共
one
选
get in.
28个人啊。
And out of 200 people,
第二
only
关面试
28 will be
12
selected,
就是
and out of
28
28,
个
only
人呢去竞
14.
争14个岗位。
So the second
在
time
这一
is
次面
2
试
is to
中
1.
非常多
So
优秀努力
28%,
比我
they will
基础
compete
好
to get
准备
14
时间也比我长的
positions.
同学。
And
我当
during
时
this
准备的
time,
时
there are a
间
lot
只有
of
4
more
天左右，
more
而且还感染了
competitive
新
people
冠，
than I.
刚刚痊愈，身体还
And
有些
during
不
that
适，
time, I
学
have
习状态
COVID.
也不是很好。
And
面
as a
对这么
result,
多
I
优秀
wasn't
的
learning
同学，
very well.
我并不
I
是
was
很有
not
信心。
confident.
我的妈妈为了我的学业、事业、财运，
Because
请
of
了
this,
3才
my
圆满
mom
香炉。
invited
香炉到家以
a
后，感觉各方面都
incense
很顺利，
burner.
也很圆满。
And after we
得知我
invited that,
要参
we
加
find
面
that
试，
everything is very
妈
auspicious.
妈立刻决定为我点了7天的
And when
圆
mom
满
know
祈
that I'm
祷
going to go for
而且我
interview,
在面试的时
my
候，
mother
口袋
offered
里还
lights
放
on
着
my
师傅的
behalf,
吉
the
祥
7
卡。
days light,
在面
auspicious
试准备的
lights.
过程中，大家都非常紧张，
In the
但是我
preparations,
一点
everyone's
都没
very
有感觉
worried.
紧张。
Except me, I
在
didn't
见
feel
到一
any
屋子严肃的法
stress.
官老师时，我也没有慌张。试讲
I
环
was
节
able to
没有
face the
显卡
interviewer with
我相
peace.
信一定是师傅的加持
I
后
know
面
that this
我
must
在
be
面
because
试的
of
时候拿
Master's
出了自己
blessing.
最好的状态，
And during the
状态获
interview,
得了老师们的青睐，
I showed
面
my
试一
best,
举成功。
the best part of me.
回望过去，
And as a
我总
result,
是在
I have
重
very
要
good
的时刻
outcome.
非常幸运。
When I
考
think
研究
about
生
this,
还有这一
I
次
find that
招
I've
聘
always
工
been
作
very
我
lucky.
都是一次
When
成
I
功。
do my
我
research
想
paper,
我
when
和
I
其
do
他
my
努力的
exams,
人之
I
间
have
最
been
大的
very,
区
very
别就是
successful.
我有
I think the
大慈大
difference
悲的
between
师
me
傅的
and
护
other
佑
people is
感
because
恩
I
师
have
傅
Master's
感恩师傅
protections.
改变了我的
Thank you,
人生
Masters, for
让我
changing my
万事
life.
如意。我现在学业有成，工作也有
Now
了，
I'm very
希望有
successful
机会
in my
请师傅
studies.
帮我
I
看看
hope
面
that
相，
Masters can
指
look
点
at
一下
me.
我人生中的下一件
What
大
is
事，
my
就是
next
姻缘。
Thing,
感恩
next
师傅
important thing
给
in
我
life,
后
and
半
that
的
is to
指
look
引。
for a good relationship.
所以这个孩子很聪明哈。
是，
She is
哎
very
你看
smart.
他这个事业已经顺利
You
了
look
哈
at her,
在
her
竞争
job is
竞争之
settled.
中他是以
脱颖而出
智
啊
慧中竞争而
对
获得成功啊。
真是。
没
She
毕业就
compete
找到了工作，
对
mental
留
capacity,
校当老师
and she
好
got
留校当老
the
师
job.
哎，
She's going to be a
不学
teacher.
哈
That's a good
真的
job.
不简单哈。
对
It's not
非
easy.
常优秀了啊。
She's very
那
capable.
其实呢，我们在准备这个资料的时候呢，我不知道他被大学录取这个哈，我光看了他的照片。
I just look at her
之后
picture.
这个孩子很有福，你还记得吗？
记得
I find that she has good
对
fortune.
的，哎
啊，，未来是个富人哈。
She'll be a
对
rich
非
person
常
in the
好
future.
是
对，这是有原因的。
And there's a
啊
reason
所以
for
这是你
that.
的能量的饱满性哈，还有你
That's
的这
because you
种
have this
智慧呀
auspiciousness,
福气呀
this
它们很
energy,
多组成了一个优秀的人生
everything
的
combined
若干个点。对。
will
就
make
好比
you
咱
a
们
very
曾经说过
positive
手上的
outcome.
五岳，
对，
And we
五
even
岳
talk about
灵
the
气
palms.
啊对这个概念一个道理一样。
是的，
It's the same thing as well.
那他问的，我们简单说姻缘哈。
对，
我觉
She
得
asked for
有时候就是
relationships.
好事连连啊。
哦，
She has good fortunes coming her way.
所以我觉得喜欢你的人，就在不远处。
I think the person who likes you
按
is
照
not
我
too
们的行
far.
话来说，就是红鸾星已经启动哈。
红鸾星
红鸾星呢，其实就是说在，应该是
The stars has been aligned.
星啊，
紫
The
微
auspicious
斗数
stars
之
has
中
been
的一
aligned.
个带有姻缘的吉星。
The line, the stars that will bring you good fortune, good relationships,
吉祥的星君已经向你走来了啊。
哇，
has
对
been
所以
aligned
这个
and
时候就
approaching
容
you.
易遇到结婚的那个对象。
So it is very likely that you meet someone
对对
of your
25岁的
choice.
姑娘
啊。
啊，
好事
学业、事
连连
业、婚姻啊，真是
但是我说了之后呢，你一定要静下来，也别
But
激
after
动，
I
你要
say
静
this,
静观察，你别选错了人。
You want to make
对
sure
对
that you
因为
observe
这个
quietly.
星已经启
Make
动
sure
了
that you
啊
don't pick the
对
wrong
不急
person.
所以你第一步先把这个事业
Step
有个
one
适应期
is to
好吧
focus on a
慢慢从
career
心里的
to make sure
从
you
学生
ease into the
再去交
beginning phase of your career. And after that, you can start to get to know more people, more friends.
那么之后呢，这个也叫桃花运哈，红鸾星启动之后， 那个帅哥就在附近溜达呢哈，他慢慢向你靠近。当一个人的这种能力会变成魅力
When your abilities becomes your charisma,
长得是很美的一个姑娘
she looks very
她自然
beautiful.
会吸引异性的目光
Definitely she is
对
attractive.
再
She'll
加
be
上
able to
能力
attract
智
the
慧
opposite
更
sex.
吸引人哈。所以这个通常就是这样的，好事连在一起的哈。
太好了。
那给你的建议呢，还适当的运动一下。
My suggestion to you is that try to exercise as
运
well.
动半小时也可以。
Maybe exercise for half an hour on a daily basis.
对对对。好，自己想办法运动吧哈。好。
Try to look for opportunity to exercise.
希望你的人生更美好哈。送给你呢，哎，这个真的珍珠哈。
This is a real pearl.
做的这个小耳环
This
哈。
earring is for you,
对，让你人生更加光彩。
so that you will have a more auspicious
感恩
future.
师傅，太好了，恭喜恭喜。
Congratulations.
好，师傅，那我们英文再来一个截屏吧。
好吧。
看看谁是幸运的得
Shall we
奖
have
者
another
我
screenshot
是幸运的得奖者。
in the English
来，
channel?
1、2、3，咔嚓。
好，结了。
截下来了
好。
好，那我们等一下还有机会韩文平台哈。
好。
Next, we have the Korean
我也
YouTube
跟
channel.
网友们说一个好消息，就是昨天我们大年除夕的时候就看到师傅桌上有这个清朝的这个老茶壶啊哈。昨天师傅也有讲这个壶的寓意，吉祥寓意。
Yesterday, we saw
那其
this
实我
Qing
从我们这边看到它的这个
dynasty's the
正面是
teapot.
写了一个寿字嘛。
We can see that there is
反
a
面也是寿。
longevities, a word longevities is on both sides. It's good for
那这个已经在我
the
们慈悲
elders
音的大马专区，台湾慈悲音大马专区上架了哈。网友如果想
We just want to share that this is already in
慈
Chubei
悲
Yin,
特别好的一个礼物。
and this is
看
a
一下
good
价格
price to
会让你
give
心动的
to the elderly in the
对
family.
青花长寿壶哈。哎。
It brings
清代
auspiciousness,
100多
and it
我也不
brings
知道至少100多
it's more than 100 over years.
哇，太好了，感恩师傅的宝贝。
So you can find in Malaysia treasure
那我
zoned.
们韩文平台，
好，韩文平台。
我们也截一屏。
还有截一屏。
那准备好了。하나, 둘, 셋。
哦，
好。
那截屏你会用韩文说吗？
哎呦，截屏我得跟我们韩国师兄学一学。
存下来了，已经存了哈。
好，那再
We have
截一
saved.
屏。
再截一屏哈。好。
好。
再截一屏。
하나, 둘, 셋。
拿杜塞。好了，
那我们今天的中文、英文、韩文平台得奖的这些名单都有了。师傅要不要亲自来为他们挑选？
Does Master want to give them the prize directly?
哇，这个幸福的时刻，
This auspicious moment.
师傅亲自
我们第一次用这个方法。
We've used this method for the
把
very
这个
first
截屏
time.
找出来哈。
对，这个
它存
激动的
在什么
时刻呀，
相片里头了哈。
是，
对。好。
就特别感恩师傅，因为师傅是看到他们网民，那个网民嘛，就有他个人的信息感应，对，师傅就会挑选最适合你的这一份礼物。
Master will pick the appropriate gifts
这是
for
我
everyone.
找到这个截屏哈。截屏上头的所有的人哈，都会
Everyone
有礼物。
will have a prize.
这个字呢，你看这一弄它有个洞，这样可以是吧？好了，这样。
哇，今天网友们，昨天我们有讲哈，今天有一部 iPhone 14手
We
机，
see that there's iPhone 14 as a prize.
还有慈悲音的各种的法宝。
We have different treasures from 慈悲音。
不知道是哪一位幸运的网友得到什么啊？来，
好，第一位这老外宽，老外坤，跟
Low Wei Kund.
好，他用拼音写的吉祥如意啊。好，那这一位，来，拿礼物过来啊。你是哪里的最好写上哈，我送礼的时候会更方便的选择哈。
It's better that you put me your locations, then I'll be able to pick a more suitable gifts for you.
好，我送他一个大天珠啊。
A big zibit.
好，祝你如意吉祥。
Wishing you
啊
auspiciousness.
老外坤啊。
恭喜恭喜！
好，下一位呢是 Mary Tom。
Mary Tony.
Mary Tony，
Mary Tony。好，那这一位，这个呢？
这些网友们都是比较早就上来的哈。
哎，
早
对
到早得。
对，
这上字儿都不是我写的了哈。哎，好，兔星高照，兔星高照哈。好，
感
送给你哈。
恩师傅。
That's for you.
下一位是单莲，
Next is Dan Lian.
单莲。我们那个兔兔呢，立体的兔兔，哎，那个多好。好啊，一年幸福快乐哈。
Wishing you auspiciousness.
感恩师
好
傅。，
还有下一位，这叫什么呀？昨天有得奖哈，这位。
素心又得奖了。
素心哈，哇，
素心
太好了
昨天拿了个锅吧，
哦，这是本地的哈。
本地的小姑娘。
太好了
Local
太好了
嗯，
那这次呢，我给他一个八宝灵珠，
I have 8 auspicious treasure bits for you.
身上佩戴的都有了哈。
啊，真是。
好的，下一位是龙涵
Long Han Jun.
龙涵俊，
好像昨天也有
I think yesterday he also got a prize.
新马的，应该是。
新马的哈。
嗯，
好，一个八宝珠
八宝，灵珠。
哇，收到，感恩师傅。
Also 8 auspicious treasure bits.
叫安妮，
And it's on.
安妮章，安妮章，这个绿色、蓝绿色这个珠，哎，好，这个送给你哈，如意
东方蓝
吉祥。
宝。
感恩师傅。
Thank you, Master.
还有个这个叫
初初。
抽抽吉祥，
Choo choo.
抽抽吉祥。这个金刚杵，金刚杵。
That's a prize for you.
收到。
That's a treasure for you.
还有东塔。
这个东塔
嗯，昨天也是，也得了奖。
也得了奖。
Dong Tao also got a prize yesterday.
哎呦，他自己写的好运连连，你看。
东塔，这个珠，好，送你这个哈。
日月光谱。
So that's for you. That's a very nice
好，
bracelet.
第二瓶。
这个就发完了啊，你找第二瓶，刚才存的。
等一下，我们还给那个超级留言的这些网友们啊，还有好的礼品，不一样的，不一般的。
莹慧啊，莹慧，
Ying Hui.
莹慧，把这个手机拿给我。
哦，
Wow.
这个是
iPhone
哎对
14。
我们的热心网友哈，哎，这也是赞助哈，
是
哎，买的这个送给我们的网友朋友的哈。
哇。
同泰祥有限公司。
This is a
工作无
sponsor.
量哈。
Tong Tai Xiang.
那
Company
这个叫莹慧。
That's for Ying Hui.
其实我都不知道他人在哪里。
I'm not sure where Ying Hui is from.
是。
好，这个 iPhone 手机就是你的了。
So that's for you.
祝你用的欢喜，用的快乐。
Wishing you happy,
吉祥哈
happiness, and auspiciousness as you use
赞助人
it.
呢，他的公司叫
And the sponsor,
同祥
the company
同泰
is
祥
Tong Tai
有限
Xiang.
公司哈，谢谢哈。功
Thank
德
you
无量哈
For your sponsorships, you have
希望你的
earned
公司呢
immeasurable merits.
蒸蒸日上，
蒸蒸日上
斗金。
哎
Wishing your
日进斗
company
金
will make
啊
tons,
这个
will make a lot of,
日日
to
发
have
财
good,
好
will have good business
下一位
and make lots more money.
Thomas，Thomas，也不知道在哪个国家哈。
Next is Thomas.
这个金刚杵，这个名字是男生哈，
It's a guy.
祝你吉祥哈。
So I have this
还有
Vera
下一
pastel for
位
you,
这个是在
wishing you
韩语的
auspiciousness.
应该是在韩国。
The next one things is from Korea.
金一
Jing
凡，
Yifan
金一凡，
韩国的。
韩国的网友
from Korea.
给的啥？哎，这个牛角珠，哎，对，这个很漂亮哈。
牛角玛瑙。
哎，牛角玛瑙珠
That's a
哈
horn-shaped zibit.
祝福你哈，金一凡。MP 殊胜吉祥，
MP 速胜吉祥。
吉祥，也不知道人在哪。这个是对。好，这个珠子送给你哈。
And this bracelet is for you.
下一位是金娜。
金娜。
不知道人在哪。
Not sure where you're from.
送你个天珠啊。
I'll give you a exhibit.
大天珠啊，祝福你，保佑你啊！
感恩师父。
好，下一位是青木。
青木。
新加坡。
新加坡。
Singapore.
那个丝巾。
A scarf.
丝巾，好，对。梦幻家园丝巾啊，好，祝你吉祥哈。
Wishing you auspiciousness.
下头是日本的哈。
Next is Japan.
居其利日本的哈。
居其利 is from Japan.
送给他那个丝巾吧。
哦，好美的。
好，梦幻家园丝巾哈，祝你吉祥。
Wishing you auspiciousness.
最下面这位李倩倩哈。
李倩倩。
倩倩也不知人在哪。
I'm not sure where Li Qianqian is from.
同样送她这个丝巾，多美啊
I give you a scarf as well.
祝你如意吉祥。
Wishing you auspiciousness.
这一瓶就圆满了。好，再来找哈。
哇，这网友们多开心呢。
Everyone's so happy because they can get a prize specially selected by Master.
吉祥顺意。
I wish that you can be.
绿色的这一半看不见名字，那没办法哈。那这个彩纹，不知人在哪。
台湾。
好，八宝灵珠。
8 auspicious treasure beads.
八宝灵珠1颗啊，祝福你哈。
感恩师父。
下面这个是信石。
Next is 信石 from Vancouver.
天珠吧。
How about exhibits?
这个镶银丝的天珠哈，送给你哈。
That's for you.
如意吉祥。
Wishing you auspiciousness.
这个绢钟，
应该是本地的。
本地的哈，本地的，送他一个大电锅吧。
好啊。
大电锅。
绢钟。
电饭煲，煮啥啥都香。
I will get a rice cooker.
对，就这个。
哇，还加一颗珠子。
这个也一起，就是那个 Ken 的电饭煲，再加一颗珠子，好吧
？We have a beads for you.
珠子哈，送给你，诸事吉祥哈。
Everything will be auspicious.
好，下一位是檀奖。
Next is 檀奖。
八宝灵珠。
感恩师父。
1颗。
8 auspicious treasure beads.
好，祝福你哈。
这是老网友了。
下一位是抽义。
Next is 抽义。
昨天有中奖哈，这个人哈。
I think this person have a prize yesterday.
这个吧。镶银丝的天珠哈，祝福你。
There's another exhibit.
这个叫啥
？Alon。
Aeon 9。
这名字就是新加坡的指明了，那是大百货店。好吧，新加坡的。来喝茶叶吧。
How about a tea leaves?
好，一盒台湾老茶回去喝。
A aged Taiwan tea for you.
最后一位叫生尊。
生尊。
本地的。
It's local.
好，本地的，给他一个电水壶。
How about a kettle for her?
一个立体的兔宝宝哈。这2个一起的。
2 presents for you.
电水壶。
So that's the water heater.
还有兔宝宝。
And
这个电水壶的厂家叫 Kind。
A rabbit soft toys.
好，这一瓶就送好了。是不是里头还有一瓶啊？
还有。
大安莫妮卡金，
大安莫妮卡
大安
金
多伦多的哦
Toronto
这写明地方了哈。
You have specified your locations.
好吧，灵珠一颗，好，祝福你。
感恩师父。阿
有
尤素，
开手，
A Yokso
纽约的，
from New York.
纽约的，纽约的一个对一个丝巾，
So we have
梦幻家
a
园，
scarf for
祝
you.
福你哈。米果云，米果云，米果云，一个提包，
A bag.
新海包啊，其实这个包真的好用。
This is a beautiful bag.
新海包我设计的特别
My
耐用
design
特别好用，特别方便。
It's very practical and very easy to
米果
use.
云捷恩长，捷恩长，他这写的大马哈，大马。
The person wrote
啊
Malaysia.
好送给捷恩长在大马一个大电饭煲，
咱们 Ken 电器的大
，Ken 的
电饭煲，
电饭煲，电饭煲，他听不懂电饭煲就是。
哇，这大盒子直接爆了。
That's a rice cooker.
哇，
Ken 好，恭喜恭喜。
Congratulations.
Lina
Mariana
Lina Mariana.
好，Lina。他肯定想要八宝莲珠。
I'm sure he wants 8 treasure,
好，祝你
8
和
auspicious
八宝莲珠
treasure
哈。
bits.
感恩师傅。
好，祝福你。
Wishing you auspiciousness.
再接下来是安柔，安柔是大马的。
Anro, it's from Malaysia.
也有可能是香港，都不知道。
台湾都有可能哈。好，一个丝巾，
How about a scarf?
丝巾都可以拿就给我就行了。这丝巾都那么好看。
The scarves are
梦
beautiful.
幻家园，祝福你哈，安柔哈。接下来是金般若，其实读的话也叫般若哈。
金
般若。
般若。
好，金般若。这个八宝灵珠，
8 auspicious treasure
祝
bits.
福你。Clara Pang，
Clara Pang.
Clara Pang，
旁，
这个人在哪哈？
Where is Clara Pang from?
听的丝巾。
Let's have a scarf,
好
a
这个
listen
丝巾送给你哈，
for you.
真的很美的。
It's a very beautiful scarf.
下面露着半个字儿哈，这看的是叫金光明，昨
I
天
think
好像有得过奖吧？
Jin Guangming.
金光明。
半个字儿应该看得出来哈。
I can see the words. I
只
think
要
you
能
have
看出来就给奖哈。
the prize yesterday too.
金光明，给个啥呢？给你，
What should I give you?
香，对，来管香。
How about
对，我们的
incense?
香最棒了。
We have the
我们的
best
香哈
incense.
正好是沉香哈，
It is
送给你
Agarwood.
哈。
That's for you.
好了，
是中文平台估计已经送圆满了。
我们还有，太吉祥了。
This is so
让
auspicious.
师父亲自
On the first day of the Lunar New Year to receive prize specially selected by Master for you.
韩国的 Kim， 他写了名字
桑
Kim，
Kim Sam-min from Korea.
Kim， 韩国的 Kim， 送他一盒东方美人茶。
How about Eastern Oriental
东
tea?
方美人茶送给这个韩国的 Kim，
That's for Kim from Korea.
这怎么读 ？Sin Siu Lin，
Sim Siu Lin.
新马的，
新马。
It's either Singapore or Malaysia.
好，一个丝巾，
A scarf for you.
丝巾好，还有金赞人，昨天这也获奖了。
对，
金
Jin Zan Ren also won the prize yesterday.
网友
哦， 真是好哈。
That's
又获
great.
奖了哈。今天不知道昨天给的啥呀？送你个，这有这个耳环挺好的。
How about the earrings?
特别漂
好
亮的，
美啊！
琉璃的，金色琉璃的耳环哈。
It's a beautiful pair of earrings.
接下来是金旗江，
金旗江
这写了台湾哈。
Taiwan, from Taiwan.
八宝灵珠吧。
How about 8 auspicious treasure beads?
好，一颗八宝灵珠送给旗江啊。
感恩师父。
接下来是王秀莲，写的抽我。
王秀莲，
秀莲，这个对。好，送你一个小珠子哈。
收到。
接下来这个是
王凯迪是新加坡的那个师兄，上一次来领20万的订阅的时候的一家人过来的。
Wang Cat is from Singapore.
上次也中奖了。
你看这次给他个啥呀？
上次拿了 iPhone 啊。
The last time he has iPhone.
iPhone 的哈。
对。
谢谢提醒。啊，香。
How about incense?
太吉祥了。
沉香。
That's so auspicious.
沉香哈。
The Agarwood incense.
太吉祥了。
好，下一位是冯英
冯。
昨天也是他有得奖哎。
I think he won the prize yesterday.
我有印象。
I remembered.
给啥呀？丝巾。
How about a scarf?
还有下一位叫幸福的鱼。
写点彩。
写点彩哈。
幸福的鱼昨天有留言的，挺好。
有留言哈。
Sing for the We left a message yesterday, and he said, "Please bless me."
64卦吧。
How about this?
其实64卦随身带是最好了哈。
True grams.
好，这个64卦送给幸福的鱼。
That's for you.
昨天有分享，我健步如飞，跑得可快了，现在。
好了。
太好了。
下一屏哈。
So the next screen.
曾蔼，这个是韩国的。
曾蔼。
当地的吧，马来西亚的。
From Malaysia.
昨天也得奖。
昨天也得奖了。
You won a prize yesterday. That's good.
那电器开，你看拿个什么？电风扇。
How about a fan?
电风扇那个大的。
A big fan for you.
看的电风扇啊。
原包装。
对，让它顺风顺水啊，一年顺顺利利啊。
太好了。
好，下一位。
Eileen Chen Huai. 陈怀。
应该是北美的。
北美的哈。
I think from North America.
是这个丝巾吧。好，梦幻家园。
The Dreamland scarf.
还有下面这位有意思，叫喵喵。
Next one is 喵喵。
你起这么幼稚的名字，只能给你个可爱的东西。好，看。
That's for you.
宝石的哈。
美美的。
A bracelet, a beautiful
这里
bracelet.
有一个叫开心的丫丫。开心的丫丫。
很开心。
真是开心哈。
开心的丫丫。
哇，更开心了。
更开心了哈。
You'll be more happy when you receive this.
这个是不是刚才有抽到过
Did I have this?
没有。
The Clara Chang.
怎么读 ？Claire。
The Clara Chang.
好。那说不定在北美啊。
Probably from North America.
好。下一位。这个是刚才
初初刚才
Chu, we just have a prize for you earlier.
这有个莉莉马。
Lily Ma.
莉莉马。啥东西？啊？龙龟，好，龙龟。
Dragon Turtle.
哎，龙龟呀，这都是吉祥聚财的哈。
This gather wealth
哎呀，真是好。
and longevities.
好，这位
虚农。
虚农
徐农，好。
师兄。
Xu Nong is a gentleman.
那这个一个大的天珠哈，嵌银丝的天珠，下面就看不清是啥了。好的。
师傅喝点水，喝茶。
下面咱们换英文平台的刚刚存的截屏，
到英文平台的啦。但是也是很多中文的网友移民过去的哈，所以大家还是在。
So although it's the English YouTube channel, we have a lot from the Chinese YouTube channel that moves to the English channel to get the prize. So those who win the prize today, you may still get a chance to win a prize tomorrow during tomorrow's live streams. My master is so generous.
好，这个怎么读呀？Irosen 3个8。
Jerosen 888。
我感恩师父的慈悲指导。
这个看不出是哪里的来哈？
看不出，
没有写。
看不出，看不出的话，天珠吧。
Let's get the exhibits.
那个大天珠啊。下一位呢，这个能看出来，多伦多的哈，昆普的，真的丑啊。
Next is from Toronto.
多伦多爱师傅。
昆普，我今天看不到别的东西了。好，丝巾。
Let's give you a scarf.
哎，对，风水聚合丝巾哈。
美美的。
Beautiful scarf.
这有个凤坤啊。
凤坤。
凤坤
是新加坡的多吧？
对。凤坤。送他一个八宝灵珠。
8 auspicious treasure beads.
热水壶。
哇，感恩师父。
凤坤这都挨着的。大林明晓。明晓。
韩国的。
明晓，这些改送个别的哈，风水聚合吧。
We give a different scarf.
丝巾哈，送给你哈。这边就没有了，这边是重复的了哈。
还有一瓶是吧？
宋干，这是不是新加坡的？
宋干。
好。
From Singapore.
一个丝巾吧。
A scarf.
好，金麦丝巾。
哇，这个是绝版的了。
绝版的了哈。
对，
没几个。
This scarf is already.
还有一个。
Just left a few.
多伦多。
Kumbao from Toronto.
多伦多的八宝灵珠。你别离那么近，离那么近我的反而不好拿。好，一颗八宝灵珠。
8 auspicious treasure beads.
这一看是詹妮弗。
Jennifer.
Jennifer.
大马。
From Malaysia.
他没有多的选择了，这个。
好像是大马吗？还是
I think it's from Malaysia.
一颗木质的念珠。
A chanting beads.
凤勺。
凤勺。
可能是新加坡。
Could be from Singapore.
还有衣服，来，拿件衣服来。
Probably a shirt.
这个吧。
金刚 贴。
一件衣服，《金刚经》。
感恩师父。
CN。
CN。
CN， 新加坡，他写明了新加坡哈。
好啊。
Say Singapore.
新加坡也来件衣服吧，红色菩提禅修服多好。
How about a shirt?
红色菩提禅修衫哈。这都绝版了。
A T-shirt.
感恩师父。
A red T-shirt. Dangang from Singapore as well.
这一瓶都是新加坡的。
新加坡的医生。
新加坡的医生哈。八卦腰带。八卦腰带，多走八卦。
Practice more energy 八卦。
这个是韩国的。
From Korea.
许昌，韩国的哈。
许昌。
来个丝巾吧。
风
水聚合。
That's a scarf for you.
这个小晶晶，这是给小孩注册的哈。小晶晶，给小孩来个八宝灵珠哈。
That has 8 auspicious treasure beads.
一颗八宝灵珠。
感恩师父。
这里最后一位是金马娇。
马娇
from
New York.
八宝灵珠。
哇，感恩师父。
8 auspicious treasure beads.
好。
下面好像还有。
这底下还有一个
是谁呀？
藏在下头。
谁这么幸运
Jennifer On。这也不是哪里的。啊？
不知道。
不知道。
大马的哈，确定的。
捐什么哈？好，行，好。
电器吗？
来个大电器哈。电风扇。
How about a fan?
King 的电风扇。
King 的。
电风扇。我再送你一个哈，绿色琉璃。
And I have a colored glaze bracelet.
太好了，
感恩师父。
顺风顺水，吉祥如意呀。
好的，
好，那师父，我们今天是不是也要，给那些超级留言的网友们
？Are we going to give some super messages? Or we have a Korean channel.
这些移民们了。
好。吧哈，这有个叫第一个看不懂这个，韩平台的哈，好乌赞，来颗八宝灵珠哈，一颗八宝灵珠给乌赞，
感恩师父。
第二位是光娟，
马来西亚，
是马来西亚哈，好。来个电水壶，一颗八宝灵珠
，King 的
电水壶加八宝灵珠。
So we have 8 auspicious treasure beads, and we have a kettle as well.
盾带，新加坡的哈，也移民
到韩国了哈。From Singapore.
盾带，来个听丝巾。
Let's have a listen. The scarf.
盒子都做的都很美啊。
It's beautiful. Even the cover is beautiful.
有过了，
已经抽
到
了。
Don't I already have the price?
东塔太厉害了。宣纸。八卦腰带。
八卦天天走。
Energy 八卦。
对，八卦腰带。好。
The waistband.
这还有个胖教练，自己写的胖教练。
胖教练。
也不知道哪的。
胖教练。
胖教练。
那个，这个衣服吧。
How about a shirt?
美美的衣服。
墨宝 T 恤。
文殊菩萨。
金如意。
金如意，8 auspicious treasure beads.
八宝灵珠。鞍山和月。
鞍山和月。
鞍山和月，金刚杵
，Vera pestle。
还有一瓶吧，
还有一瓶， 金海伦啊，
金海伦，
这也不知道在哪，就见啥给啥吧。香
How about
香不一
incense?
定收得到哈，这个真的不一定收得到。八宝灵珠，
8 auspicious treasure beads.
这八宝灵珠，还有这个叫全颂啊，
全颂
应该是新加坡吧？
全颂，新加
could be
坡
from
的
Singapore.
新加坡的就买件衣服吧。
How about a
对
shirt?
金银树，
金银树衣服，
好美，
净
净
盼，
金
这是
pan,
哪里的？这个天珠，
maybe the beads.
这又有一个海伦啊，海伦章。
That's another Highland.
绿色的那个。好，这个珠子给你哈。还有亮灸，
澳大利亚，
亮灸 from
澳
Australia.
大利亚衣服吧，
How about a shirt?
澳大利亚好，衣服一件。好，祥云
祥云.
不是哪里的？
祥云好像昨天也得奖，
I think 祥云also got a prize yesterday.
好运气呀！
Very lucky.
好，饺子，
饺子，
饺子.
饺子
啊，
哎，你起这名字啊？饺子，好，八卦腰带。
很硬气
Energy
这个刚才有
bagua.
过了，
哎
有了有
The
了
waistband.
是的，是的，
这几天已经收到了。
就可以了。
嗯，
好了，那该那个超级留言的
超级留言的
网友
哈，对，好，那也请师父来挑选一下这些超级留言的名字。
我呢，好，我请觉真来说一下哈。
好的，金维养，恭喜这些人哈。
So these are the one that won the
金维养
prize.
宋
金
路
维雅、
金爵杯、
宋路金爵杯、金红贡、
邯郸金、
邯郸金、
彭彩、
彭
圆
彩、
满，这个叫扑宽，
扑宽
体会啊 ，Jeffrey 六
Jeffrey Liu
素
Susan Su、
Jeffrey 六两个吗？金念恩、金和替、Kelly Ho、凤纯、齐 KT、MS、Frank Dim、KY 成、金圣贡、吉祥云、拉拉妈妈、詹铮、Margaret Lau。那个 Jeffrey 六有2次啊，就要这样哈。好，我们就是要这样，他就是特别幸运，应该是昨天和今天放在一起的啊。昨天直播和今天的
So it's the live broadcast of yesterday and combined with today. So these are the lucky winners.
好，那我呢，给这24份吧哈。
For those 24 lucky winners, or 23 or 24 winners, because there's a repeat person.
那赠送呢，我收藏了10来年哈。
I've kept this tea for 10 over, so 17 years.
今
This
天在马来西亚放了
this has been aged
6-7
for 17
年，
years.
所以它这个发酵
So
的
it
效果
kept in
特别好。
Malaysia for
像
about
我
6-7
曾经有拍
years.
照放到网上
I've
去
took
的
a
那个
picture
茶
of
叶
this and I put
那
onto
我
the
是
internet.
请出来了三
I
份
have invited 3 of
那我
this.
今天呢会有分出
And
24 份
today I will
不是这
split
一块儿哈，不是整块儿哈，我把它分开了哈，
I'll split
24 份
to
儿呢
24
送给
packs.
我们刚才超级留言的
And
网
to
友
our
因为
friends,
达到这样
the
的一
names are
种
called.
境界的茶呢，它就是超级的养生。
These are actually very good tea.
当然我期望是
It provides with good health.
延寿，
I hope that you will be able to enjoy longevities for those who drink this
消灾
tea.
灭难，
And it will also clear off calamities.
来辟邪。
这是我
It
期
will
望
also ward off evils. That's my
送给
wish
这24位
to these
朋友
24 lucky
好
winners.
感谢。
Thank
感
you.
恩师傅。
父，
好的，那我们明天呢还会继
So
续
tomorrow
在直播中
we will have another live broadcast.
看面相指导我们的未来，改变我们的今年的大运哈所以
And we have more
有这个需求的继续发到那个
face
导播群
reading.
把你的
And
照
if
片
you have
还有这个
requirements, you can send to us and give us details as well as your pictures.
还有明天呢，还等着大家呢来回复哈，那位大
And
神
also tomorrow, we are waiting to see people's
那你看到这个问题之后
response
呢
to
写到我
that
的信
to
箱
one of
上
the person who
我觉得你的
come
问题你的
for face
见解
readings
哈非常
about
好的呢
blockchain.
我也会送礼物给你
And we will try to get
太有幸了。
advice from our internet friends.
明
咱们
天直播的时
明天
间
So tomorrow,
你说一说
the live
是
broadcast
亚洲台
will
北
be
时间
Asia
1月23号
time,
晚上7点
7 p.m.
7点钟，北美温哥华1月
And for North America, Vancouver time, 3 a.m.
明天我们网上再见。
So we'll see you
对
again
明天的时间不是上午
tomorrow.
了哈
So
是晚
tomorrow,
上7点
remember for
开始
tomorrow, the
啊
live broadcast will be in the evening for Asia
今天
time.
我想我说了这么多了
I
我们
think I've
发奖
said a
占
lot
了快
today.
1个小时的时间哈
是
咱明天是不是把这个发奖时间缩短一点呢
And tomorrow, shall
再
we
想办法
对
啊
think of a way to
希
shorten
望大家能
the
得到
prize
大奖又不拖延那么多时间啊
prize giving
好
time?
的好祝大家新年快乐
Wishing all once again a very happy new
健
year,
康长寿
health,
吉
longevity,
祥如意
and auspiciousness.
消灾灭难
Most importantly, clears off calamities and happiness to everyone at home.
7点钟我们
We see you
再
again
见
tomorrow at 7 p.m.
Lama